lies. It was just
bullshit. What's the difference?
It wasn't lies. It was
just bullshit. The proper way to say it. No lies, just bullshit. The proper way to say it. No lies, just bullshit. The proper way to say it. No lies, just bullshit. The proper way to say it. No lies, just bullshit.
Who said liar? I said bullshit artist. And what's the difference? Because I don't lie. Never.
Yo. It's your boy, your man, your homie, your cousin, Nick Swartz, coming out of Virginia. No, that's just bullshit. Representing episode. A lot of them. I hope everybody's doing good. Just got back from Pagoda. Feeling good, happy. Had a lot of fun with my friends. Anyway, we'll get to all that. First of all, AllianceTattooSupply.com. You got to go over there. You got to go to AllianceTattooSupply.com. They just moved to a bigger location so they can better accommodate you. This is a tattoo-owned business with dudes that support Alley Cat Tattoo and support No Lies Just Bullshit, and they're good folks. And in addition to all that, they have great products. They have lineage needles. They have table drapes. They have thermofax paper. They have whatever you need, really. Power supplies, rotaries, whatever you need to run your business. Whatever tattoo supplies you need, they got most all of them. And they're reasonably priced, and they're quickly shipped. And you just go to the website, AllianceTattooSupply.com, and it's all right there. And, they're like, their tech support is perfect. They're just, you don't, look, there's a lot of supply companies, and a lot of them are good. But this one's exceptional. And all my crew uses them, and people who didn't use them but then visited Alley Cat Tattoo now use them. And, just the thing to do, And if you're supporting No Lies Just Bullshit, and they support No Lies Just Bullshit, there's no reason why you all shouldn't do business together. All right. Also, No Lies Just BS is the YouTube channel. We took an old segment from No Lies Just Bullshit, the podcast, and we turned it into Shop Talk on the No Lies Just BS YouTube page. It's all me and the homies. It's all under the same umbrella. And, that's how we're doing it. It would be a big help to me, be a big help to the homies if you all would go over there and hit subscribe, like the videos if you like the videos, comment if you see fit. But we're just trying to take the great stuff that we see in tattooing and share with more folks. That's all it is. So if you love tattoos and you love the game and you love what we do, and if you enjoyed Shop Talk on the old platform, this new platform is much better. Having just come back from Pagoda, the amount of great tattooers who's told me, yo, I love the new show. I get home, I watch it on Wednesdays, or other guys who are like, yo, we get together in the back room, we pull it up, then there'd be 3 or 4 guys, pull up. When you pull the tattoo up, we listen to you guys, we pause it, we talk about it, they do the same thing, they participate at home, all that stuff. It makes me, I'm just elated. Couldn't be happier. Excuse me, I'm trying not to say the MF word because I can say it, but for the YouTube video, the kid told me, don't say it in the first 5 minutes, and it might help you. So I don't know if that means it gets blocked or it gets put to the bottom of the pot. I don't know why. I like to say MF and fuck it. Anyway, please support the YouTube page. We're trying to get some traction. Norfolk is coming up a couple months from now. Of course, JD Crow's show. And a lot of the homies are going to be there. And it's sort of replaced Richmond for people who are more into the traditional side of tattoos. I don't know what the Richmond Convention does anymore, but I know that the stand-up, I shouldn't say that, the traditional tattoo guys, American tattooing, Japanese tattooing, the stuff that sort of is the side of stuff that Alley Cat Tattoo is on and most of our peers are on, started doing the Norfolk Convention last year, and we're going to continue the Norfolk Convention. It's a good show, and I want you guys to come out and check it out. It's really a lot of big dogs there. Just came back from Pagoda. Actually, one more thing before I get into that. Sorry. August 16th, 7 to 10. If you're in Chicago, Wrath and Mario Dessa are having a art show. New works by both gentlemen on paper and wood. If you follow their Instagrams, you already know, but if you don't follow their Instagrams, please do it. Just served fresh every day, basically, by these two cats. I mean, they're both just doing it. They're both veterans in the game who raise the bar, who hold themselves to a high standard, and they're constantly creating. And what that means for you is like, a fresh look at familiar designs. And it's going to be a dope show. I really wish I could be there. But if you are in Chicago, you should be there. 7 to 10, August 16th. It's at there's a gallery at Great Lakes. It's going to be there. So please don't miss out on that. Back to Pagoda. Year 10, last year of all. Man, I try not to start naming people because I always leave out great people. But I saw a bunch of beautiful people, a bunch of friends of mine, people that I cherish the opportunity to visit them every year. And so it was a big deal for me. It was a big deal for my crew. We shut Alley Cat Tattoo down, which, believe me, I understand it's a privilege to be able to do that. Took the whole crew, minus my dear brother Andrew Connor, who had some personal things to tend to. But we went up there, we had a booth, we sold some merch, we did some tattoos, hung out, and did some podcasting. So it doesn't. I line up these podcasts weeks ahead of time, and it doesn't always line up perfectly. So our friend Sheila from Electric Tattoo, I think it's Marcello, but it could be Marcello. I'm not sure how she pronounces it, but anyway, she's a great tattooer. She works at Electric in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and she's a crusher. And she had something come up in her personal life, and she had to attend a wake. And I'll tell you all the same thing I told her. What I do here is important, but it's not serious. And what she was going through was serious. So I just told her, don't worry about it. We'll pick up some other time, some other next time or whatever. And so I'm standing around, like as I'm texting her, and I'm looking around the room, and it's the Thursday night, so it's before anything started. I grabbed Jimmy P. I grabbed J Smalley. I grabbed Angelo. Eventually, our good friend Glenn Wilson came in, and we talked tattoos before. We talk tattoos now. We talk tattoos in the future. And, have you heard a podcast similar to this? Yeah, with these dudes. Yeah, but it never gets old. This conversation is strictly for people who love the game. And all the people I named, I know, I travel with, I see them on the road, and they're out there to be ambassadors for tattooing, for great tattooing. And I'm fortunate to call these gentlemen friends. I had a great time with them. And, we had other stuff going on, but they were just gracious enough to take the time to give me a couple hours to catch what I needed to catch, which was a great conversation. I've got 2 more that I recorded there coming at you in the coming weeks. In the meantime, take care, brush your hair, support all these gentlemen and everyone like them. And thank you so much to Pagoda. Thank you so much to Justin Weatherholtz and Joe Johns and everyone in participation. I should be announcing something in the coming weeks about what we might be doing this time next year. Jimmy P, J Smalley, Angelo Miller, Glenn Wilson, No Lies, Just Bullshit.
I was born with my papa's son, wandering out a smoking gun. Now some of you would live through me, then lock me up and throw away the key. Or just find a place to hide away and hope it I'll just go away. But I feel alright. I feel alright tonight. I feel alright.
They came to Alley Cat, and he did a great show. I wish we could have done a podcast, but he has a client in Charlottesville that he's done a ton of work on. So that
Which is what, an hour and a half from you?
hour,
Okay.
real close, and he came over. They worked on him for however many hours, and then Nate was like, "Hey, is it cool if he comes to the show tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah." We did kind of an invite only thing because I didn't want more than 40 people, and my buddy Tucker.
What show? What show? Oh, his show that he was doing at
Nate
your place.
Hall, yeah.
Trying to keep it small inside the shop.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah,
I just wanted it to be like regulars plus tattooers, like
Those that care.
yeah.
Comfortable.
Those that I know won't pick up a machine.
Yeah.
Those that I know would never snatch something off the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
My shit is just full. There's stuff everywhere.
The trusted few.
Correct. And so it was regular customers, good friends of the shop, and like George Archer and his wife, and just some tattooers and stuff. This kid Tucker Wyatt came, young boy who does country music, and he did 3 songs, and he's used to playing at the Moose. He's used to playing in bars.
I've seen the videos you have of him playing at the Moose.
He's not used to everyone in the room basically being an artist or adjacent to artists and caring and looking at him. So he got the kind of attention he never had before.
Yeah.
He was really gassed on that. And then my buddy Robin, who is an entertainer, he's just a bad motherfucker. And he like cranked up the energy and really played the room really well, and everybody was hooping and hollering. And then Nate Hall came out there, and like I said, man, he sounded the best I've ever heard him sound.
Yeah.
And that's been my dog for years, man. He killed it. Some old heavy hand stuff, some of his new stuff. He's got a new album. And I was teasing him all day. I was like, all right, now, don't just do sad boy shit. Cause,
Yeah, this is a party.
And then he gets up to the mic and he goes, well, Nick already said something, but I'm going to do some sad boy shit for you. and of course, his wife was like, woo! But man, he sounded amazing. He just killed me. He's just a fucking solid guy. We partied down. We had a great fucking time.
So are they done?
Oh, heavy hands?
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Okay, that's kind of the vibe I got, too.
As far as I know. I can't really talk about that story, but it's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's a total bummer.
Yeah, they're great.
They're fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And the name is so ill for them to be tattooers.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's a moment.
It is. It's also like, I mean, we all know people that are in bands. We all know people that are in big bands. We all know people that are in little bands. And dude, when you're in that medium place where they were at, where they could play 10 cities and do okay, and then 40 cities and not do shit, it's like,
yeah, it's tough.
You're paying to play at that point, and it's hard. And they all work at the same shop. Like, that means half the shop goes on tour when you go on tour, and no one's there.
So then you work with the dudes that you tour with, and you're all in the band, and they love each other. But
but still, at some point, you need a break from each other or something like.
You love each other like a fucking aquarium full of snakes. That's what it is. You do love each other because you have to have this thing together. Yeah. The love when you start a band like that is real. Yeah. And then after you travel around the country and you do a thing together where you see everybody at their worst, then you just tolerate each other because that's how this machine has to work. It's a different kind of love.
Those three, but Larry, Nate, and Dean are kind of the exception in that they did see each other at their worst and they know each other's shortcomings, but they loved each other like a motherfucker. And, Larry Wayne left there and went to work with his wife, and Dean is still with Nate. And the only reason I'm going to talk about these cats is because they're our brothers.
Oh, of course. I love them all.
They're our brothers.
I love them all.
But man, they got nothing but love for Larry. Dee and Nate and Larry are all just as tight as they've ever been.
And Larry's whole family are from Myville. They're all from where I'm from. Yeah, I mean,
I love
they come to the shows. When they play where I live, Larry's whole family comes out. It's like
when I met those dudes, Braces, who used to work at Absolute Art.
Which one was Braces?
Lead singer of Braceboard. Brian Braces.
I don't know if I know.
He was a shop guy. He was a tattooer.
Okay.
He ran it. He put on a show next door to Absolute, the old Absolute Art, and it was Brother Hawk and Old Heavy Hands. And he asked me if I would cater a pre-party. And that's when I met those cats. I had met Nate when he was with Cruiseman, fucking 100 years ago.
That's a billion. That's a billion years
right
ago.
After Georgia.
It was in Greensboro. It was a million years
Greensboro.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And but I kind of got reintroduced to all those folks and met the Brother Hawk guys and made them an ill meal, and it was dope. And Bruno was hanging out, and he was like, "Are you going to the show?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "When are you going to get your Absolute Art Cross?" And that's the first time he told me I had it. And I was like, "Today." And he's like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Right now?" And he was like, No. Let's go to the show." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." And, I was cooking all day. I was partying already.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "You sure? You fucked up. You going to this fucking show?" I go, "Motherfucker, I said I'm going to the show.
I'm doing this first.
It's next door." You know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm going to the motherfucker.
Was it at Ipanema?
No, it was next door at Nancy Reagan.
At Old Twisters.
This is like the parking lot, and then the next building.
Yeah.
And
I forget about Nancy Reagan.
And so I was like, "Yeah, fucking right, I'm doing it." So We go over to the show, and me and Bruno just stand front row the whole motherfucking show. And, Brother Hawk, it's like takes a while.
It does.
They're playing a lot of solos. You know what I'm
They
saying?
do.
I fuck with those dudes. I love them.
I
Yeah, I
know
do
them,
too.
but I can't really remember them.
They're the Atlanta boys. They hung out in Atlanta a lot, so
Yeah.
I've seen them. But they're good dudes.
They're great.
Yeah.
I love those dudes. But they're fucking shredding. Like it's a long show. And I finally I'm a little wore out, and I walk outside, and I walk around the corner, and Larry Wayne's standing there with a huge joint. He goes, "Hey man, you want to get stoned?" I'm like, "Motherfucking right." So we went over to Absolute Art. I had my buddy Skyler with me, and I was like, "Go down to Ipanema and buy 6 beers." And he comes back with like half a bottle of water. He goes, "They kicked me out of there." I go, "Why?" He goes, "I fucked up." I go, "No shit. You're supposed to act cool, motherfucker. You act cool when you go on a bar like that." He's like, "Nah." And Brian's like, "Don't fuck me up down there.
Yeah,
I live with these people."
Yeah, exactly.
And so Brian's like, "Sit down." And he just, he stretched my finger.
Yeah.
No gloves. Give me one of those.
Yeah.
He goes,
He did mine too.
TP A's or Archer A's? I go Archer A's all day. They got
Yeah.
the curve at the
Yeah,
top. You got
curve
the
at the
TV.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go Archer A's all day.
That's cool.
And he just
No,
He didn't grow up.
look. They're a little curvy. They're a little.
You're right.
I just had no room.
Yeah.
It's
It's squeezed. It's squozed.
I only have as many times as I hung with Brian. I only have 2 photos of me and him in the photo together, and one of them is when he did that.
I have him doing that on me.
Yeah.
And he just went, "All right, no gloves, no love."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Didn't draw it on, just fucking did it. I was super excited.
And like I was saying earlier, I took a picture and a video of it. I'm pretty sure that Nate's side is Brian's last. I mean, it's completed, but Nate said he probably would have done something more to it. But I think that was the last big tattoo that Brian completed.
Mike
Was that?
might do something with it.
Yeah, I would think
Mike's
so.
been doing something with
Yeah,
stuff.
I would
And
think
Mike
so.
was doing Nate's back, the upward facing dragon. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure, because they had that big turtle thing at the top.
Yeah.
But he was doing like a dragon, just the head.
Isn't it all like 2 or 3 cover-ups and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
But, what I'm saying is if it's right there, he can tie into that.
Yeah, it's like here down as he pulled his pants down, like it covers his whole
Jeremy that owns True Love Neon has a fucking photo head from Bruno. That's from below his hip up to his fucking titty. And it's just like a sliver of the face.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
this big. Like the chin's here and the forehead's here.
That's sick.
Bananas,
Come on,
bro.
man. That's much.
Giant.
But so when you said that, what I wanted to, my response to that, or what I thought of immediately was, I wasn't there the last week Brian was alive, and that's okay. I could have been there, but the last day I spent with Brian, I went to Richmond. I had a podcast to do, and somebody flaked on me. So I called him, and he goes, "I'm going to work." And this is like 3 weeks before he died. And I was like, "I'm coming over." And so I went over there, parked my car, got some beer, went down to the basement, and Sam, who works at the front episode, his homeboy was getting tattooed. And I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, this kid wants a Jesus on his side." He's like, "I got a creepy weird one, and I got like a pretty classic one. I hope he gets the creepy weird one." No offense to that dude, but he didn't get it. He got the classic one, which was still the Coleman one, basically.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
like a sun behind it kind of thing. And it was perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And, at that point in the game, Brian's like, treatments, medicine,
Oh yeah.
ton
He's
of
moving
stuff.
slow.
So, we go down to the basement. Me, his client, Brian, and Sam. And the guy's like, "Show me where you want it." Set on the side. And Brian's like, "All right, put your arm up, but not all the way up.
Yeah.
Put your arm up like this." He has the stencil made already. He turns to the guy. I'm sitting where you are, and he's just chatting. We're just talking the whole time. He's like, "Pop, slide." Looks at me, peels it off real slow. Goes, "Take a look in the mirror." Kid looks in the mirror. He's like, "Good." Kid comes like, he's head up here. And this is a person who's like moving slow and talking slow. And we're carrying on conversation. Kid lays down. Brian runs his machine, dips his machine, goes, "You ready?" Kid goes, "Yeah." He stretches about like this and goes, and the first line is the whole shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One line.
Yeah.
And I just, man, look at the chills on my arms.
Yeah.
I got chills now,
On
but
the ribs.
Dude.
I went, this motherfucker fine.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong here. Yeah.
My
yeah.
man is,
He ain't sick.
my man is good, bro.
Yo.
He ain't sick.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with this cat. And that's how he tattooed that dude.
That's funny.
Just flawlessly.
Just one after the other, just knocked it out.
Super effortless. Just nailed. I sat there the whole time. I had hours with him. I
Yeah.
made fun of him.
Well, dude, you know when you say I wasn't there the last week or even the last days or whatever, it's like I don't go to open casket funerals.
Yeah.
I don't want the last memory I have of anyone I love to
Never.
be the memory that they don't want me to have.
Yeah, exactly.
My last day spent with Brian, fucker picked me up, took me. We went to eat, I hung at the house with the family, went to the
I knew
shop.
that day. We
Yeah, I
talked
mean,
that around
dude,
that time.
that's like it was the perfect day. We drove around and did all the things, and it's like that's. I don't want my final memory to be me saying goodbye to a really good friend.
I told stories and I made that motherfucker laugh hard.
Yeah.
And I made fun of him, which not everybody's willing to do, because A, he's a big dog, and B, he's sick. And he went
That's just
he
your
went
relationship.
completely white, bro. I was like, yo, vanilla face. Let me tell you a story real quick. You know? and man, I just that's what I really needed. And I know it's selfish to talk about what I need when he's sick. And I don't
It's
mean
not.
to be selfish.
It's not.
But I couldn't stop him from being sick.
Yeah.
And we had real fun, and I felt great about it. So I just, when you talking about, him having that rib tattoo, I immediately thought about this Jesus tattoo. It was a fucking great
I
experience.
mean, any closure is closure, really. And sometimes you don't even need closure, but you certainly want the last memory of a good friend to be a good memory.
Yeah.
You
Of
don't
anyone.
want-
Like, my mom passed last year, and I didn't see her when she passed. I wasn't able to get there. My brother got there, but I didn't get there. But the last moment I had with my mom was what I needed.
Yeah.
And I told my brother that. I was like, hey man, look, I'm sorry, I'm not coming. I can't get there. But I had my time, and what I got at the end was exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
And you have that.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And somebody else might have they were laying in a bed thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I've got those experiences.
Yeah, I've got that too, and I don't like it that much.
I mean, I've got like 3 stories I could tell, but I don't want to make all about dead.
Nah, no more dead.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell this one short though. When my old man was dying, he was in UVA, which is like the best hospital in Virginia, and I walked in that motherfucker, and my mom and my sister were like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna go catch a shower. Just go to the room for a little bit and just unwind and eat a sandwich." I was like, "Yeah, good move. Chill, I got this." They Pop goes, "I'm getting out this motherfucker today. You're gonna make it happen."
Of course. Jailbreak. I'm ready for jailbreak.
And when they came back, my old man was in full real tree camo.
Yeah.
Oh,
And my
Ready
mom-
to go.
My mom went, no. No, I went, you gonna argue with him? Because he told me what to get done.
You
and I
smuggle
was
him out?
he's ready to go.
I didn't smuggle him out. I just walked. I said, if y'all got anything that needs to be signed, let's get it.
Yeah.
Get it over here because we're leaving. She's like, he's not being released. I go, what?
Yes,
He's
he is.
leaving.
He's leaving.
Whether they release him or not.
That's why I said, like, if you
leaving.
got something that's got to be signed,
Yeah.
then we'll sign it. But
Yeah.
old man said he's leaving.
He's out.
Right.
And so that's what we did.
But he put on the real tree. He's ready to
He
go.
was like, I want
Come
that.
on.
He's like, I'd rather die in the holler.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course.
what I want to do. You know.
I don't want to die in some weird room somewhere.
It was lame. My
Yeah.
mom and sister were upset.
Well, and also, one thing is waiting to die, and the other thing is living and dying.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
And he was still living that day.
Yeah,
he was like,
That's it. I mean,
it's better than laying in
you
a
know
bed
what? He
waiting
needed that
to-
probably. That's why he said, "Hey, I'm ready to go, dude."
Plus, he lived another 2 months, 2.5 months, and motherfuckers would come in there, and he'd be like, "Hey, where we get the door?" And motherfuckers would come in there, he'd be like, "Boy broke me out.
Yeah.
Boy got me out of the joint."
That's
So
awesome.
it's like a thing for it,
Yeah, he was happy.
Just got paroled.
Yeah.
Got my papers.
Snuck him out, got him good.
Got my papers.
But anyway, I don't want to tell a bunch of dead stories, but there's theirs.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hey man, life is balance.
there's still stories.
Hey, Sarah, what's up?
Brought your shoes and 2 bottles of champagne.
Motherfucking lifesaver right there, yeah. Hey, girl.
And bitches.
We got the hand business. I think that's the best part.
You still have those zigzag shirts?
Do we bring you
That's
one?
one of Trevor's. Trevor sent me one of those. Great.
And you got the zigzag flag.
Yep.
We don't, but we can send you one.
All right,
mean-
I love it.
Just let me
Have
know.
you seen the new No Lie shirt that's coming out this weekend?
I'm
Parrot
not sure.
on it?
Oh,
I saw it.
yeah.
The one Trevor did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Jimmy, if you let me know tomorrow what size you need, I'll make sure
Awesome,
it gets sent
thanks.
out next week.
Ladies, I said y'all should come to a shot, and
Yes.
I don't have
Well,
tequila.
open it.
You don't have what?
Tequila.
I'm sure
I have bourbon and I have vodka.
I will have some bourbon.
Right there, baby.
You're not like, oh.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll wait till tomorrow.
I'm
Alright,
not
sorry.
there yet. Well, I don't want to crack it open.
Yeah, crack it open. I need one.
Crank it.
Look at it.
Crank it.
Come on.
Crank it.
My nails
Thank you
are
guys for putting the banner up already.
How did you know? Did you see it in my face?
Sarah, did you cut your hair off?
I did.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you. I appreciate your reaction when Angelo saw me the last time he had to show me. He's like, a Bob, huh? Like, you motherfucker.
Of course.
I mean, you can only do so many different cuts. Like,
Yeah,
what,
man.
what do you want? You want to come back with a mohawk?
Right. I'm too old for that shit. I'm not fucking my hair at this age. Oh, I was just talking about you.
Dude, this is the room I wanted, so I didn't have.
Yeah.
Touch it.
It's great, right?
Let's see. Oh, bro. Thank you, bro. Hey, room number.
That's heavy.
354.
Hey, you love your baby chain, but this is the big boy you needed.
Listen, Nick, when are you gonna get me and Sarah one of those?
You able to drink? You old enough to drink?
Did you see that necklace he got?
Yeah, it's sick.
He let me put it on. I want it.
Get this real, for
So
real.
good.
So good, dude.
So good.
Beautiful. This is my
What
sister.
you asked for a sweet, right?
I didn't ask for shit. They just gave me what I needed.
I said, hey, I need a sweet. We got a huge room, but I was like,
And that's a baller. That is a baller statement. I didn't ask for shit. They just gave me what I needed.
Let me know.
You got a little Diet Coke. Why you got a little
I
Diet
gotta
Coke?
hang out with Greg, bro.
You know what? I wanted to invite Greg up
I just
here.
invited him.
I
and he
thought
wouldn't
he
come.
acted weird.
Why?
No, we're back on, by the way. I asked him that one time. He's like, I'm busy at conventions. I just didn't want
He
to.
don't like talking about
Put him
himself.
on the spot.
He's not one of those guys.
I want him to tell tattoo stories. He's been around forever.
Just hang out with him. It will naturally come. Put him on the spot. He's
I'm not.
silent.
Man, this is what I do.
I mean, I know how you bully people in the talk, you know. Get mad. But I really accepted.
He fucking bribed me with that goddamn cross necklace that I want now. He's like, hey, Smalley, come here and look at
Bribed
this
him with
gold
Jerry.
necklace that I
He
got. It's
bribed me with
beautiful.
Jerry.
He was flexing his gold downstairs, if we're being honest.
Well,
You are. Look at you.
let's be honest. He's getting shocked now. He's gotta look the part.
Oh yeah, I gotta have some jewelry.
You have some gold teeth.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
I've
hey,
had the
let's-
gold
You got a
teeth.
skull ring yet?
Let's
I got a skull ring.
See, there you go. That's what I'm saying. See,
But let's
I've had that, though.
call it like we see it. Best use of logos that are already out there I've ever seen.
Lately,
Dude, the locomotion was banging, and then the south of the border. And then the Golden Corral.
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
fucking kidding me?
yeah,
Like,
it's pretty
The golden
smart.
brown works.
It's
It works.
Pretty smart.
sick.
Yeah,
Well, look at you. You're
I like the Golden Crown. It's fucking funny.
I love the south of the border one because that used to be when I was hot water. That was like always the stop. We
Yeah.
would always stop there.
It's.
We were pointing at you. He said he worked.
I just kind of was like, all of a sudden went,
It's
hey,
fucking
yo, I'm gonna
best.
rip that off
So
because it
good.
fit perfect.
It's
from-
so good.
Yeah, I did the color a little different too, just in case.
Well, because sometimes you see them in their neon.
Yeah,
Like
I
really
tried,
neon.
Sweetest
but
guy.
they come printed the way I wanted. You know what I mean?
So when I was talking to Brian McNeil, you walked up and we were talking about tattoos, and then of course face tattoos came up, and he talked about how much he liked your tattoo,
yeah.
and I go, every time Smalley gets a tattoo on his face, I'm like, that's just what you needed, another tattoo on your face.
Yeah, it's true.
But I told the story when we first met. It was me, him, and Jason Kelly, and we're sitting in the Alley Cat Liberty booth or whatever booth y'all had, and at Rochester.
Oh, I remember.
These
Yeah.
modern primitive motherfuckers come through, and there's like an axe on his face, and crazy tribal, and dreads, and all this wild blackout stuff. And him and Jason Kelly go, look at these guys with all these tattoos on their face. I go, you have 18 tattoos.
Yeah, covered.
And he's like, yeah, but they're not, mine are on the side.
You can see
Yeah.
my face.
Yeah,
We
you
were
can
all
look
the
at me
same.
and I look sort of normal.
Sort of.
Yeah,
You still kind of do.
I mean, sort of.
Was that the one where
It's just funny
Brett was
how
sleeping in the
everyone's
booth the whole
dressed
Yeah,
day?
that's the one where Brett Punt was sleeping under
And
my
the whole day.
massage table all day because he just couldn't.
Yeah.
He was so wasted he didn't sleep all night, so he slept all day under my massage table while I tattooed.
Yeah,
So
It
we
was
were all
fucking
on that
great.
same flight up,
Yeah, because they
Atlanta?
almost wouldn't let Brett on the plane.
and that's what I
And that's when
remember.
we got
because they
in trouble.
almost didn't let Brett on the plane.
Yeah, because
He was so wasted
when we
at
were
the
going
airport.
back, he was so fucking.
What
We
was
were
that?
all wasted.
Could he?
What?
Flying up to Rochester,
Oh,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
transferred
Oh, yeah.
out of Atlanta.
When we were
and they
trying to
all
get
getting
home,
on.
they weren't going to let us on the plane because of Brett.
Was he shit-faced and acting out, or couldn't hide how shit-faced he was?
He couldn't hide how shit-faced he was.
He
Which,
doesn't
by the
ever
way, I
really-
will say, even though, because we're on this, that man's been sober for 4 years.
I know,
He's doing
I
really
know.
great.
I've
He's taking
heard,
care of himself.
I've
It's
heard.
beautiful.
I don't know him, but that weekend he was fun. You know,
Yeah, he's
people
fun.
get fucked up don't bother me. 'Cause
Nah.
Brett is a tattoo.
It doesn't bother me, but he's a
gangster.
monster of a
A
tattooer.
gangster tattoo.
He's really
those are
good.
my favorite kind.
Yeah. He's a little hidden gem. He hides.
Ooh, man. So
Yeah.
good.
And
So
Jimmy
good.
said y'all had not a great drive.
Well, Jimmy is what we call a crash test dummy. Sitting next to me for 6 hours, and as soon as we get 15 minutes away, he's like, "All right, dude, I'm ready," and he got his game face on. I got sleepy time, Jimmy.
No, what I was saying about the drive-in
Yeah.
is the classic, as soon as you get above Richmond,
Yeah, yeah.
everything's red.
You know,
Everything's
Yeah.
red.
it was a nightmare to get gas. We got off, and typical New York, some guy parked the wrong way and blocked the other pump, and I had to go around him with the big SUV. You know what I mean? It's kind of inconvenient, so it kind of.
But it's also, when you look at the Google Maps,
Yeah.
and it says 162 miles,
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah. So it took
Come
us.
on.
That's a heartbreak.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
a lot.
it just makes you
For
mad.
112 miles, it took us an hour and 35 minutes, which is a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long you been doing conventions?
My first convention.
I gotta take it back to '86 when Angelo
That's right.
was
Okay,
That's
my
right.
first convention was National. No, my first convention was first convention was 1990 National.
1990.
1990. Yeah.
The Miami one?
No, it
I was a cool
um,
12 years old,
Yeah.
and I'm old.
Are you?
It wasn't Philly. It was Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Yes, it was Cherry Hill, New Jersy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the lineup like? Did you recall? I'm not gonna hold you to it.
I'll tell you everybody.
You know we don't remember.
That's my dog.
Who do you want me to start with?
Just, yeah, you're,
Anybody you ever looked in Tattoo Magazine and you idolize as a tattooer? I'll start with Grip. Brian Everett, Jack Rudy.
Cap Sumsky.
Kapsumsky was there.
Paul Booth.
legend.
Yep. So
Amazing.
it was
Yeah, dude.
It was Gil Monty, Randy Adams, in the front, Jonathan Shaw. There was like 3 booths in the front when he came in the doors, and then there was everybody there. That's the first convention I met Paul Jeffries at. And I was drinking back then, and we had an amazing weekend that I can remember. And apparently I made an impression on him, and I was funny. But
A good impression.
a good impression,
That's-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And
Zeke
that,
used to do those conventions
yeah,
too.
and that's the first convention I met Scott Sterling at, but we didn't know each other. I wasn't
Did
tattooing.
he pull his dick out or not?
No, he was next to us with Diane. His photo of Diane was there. It was him. I can't remember who else was there. Yeah, and I remember seeing his arms freaking out.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy, man. I mean, Shotzi was tattooing one of Inksmith's guys, Cubby Bear, who was our floor guy for a long time. It was pretty good. Ronnie DeLocca was there with Mikey Perfetto, first time Mikey Perfetto. And I wasn't tattooing yet. I was in the so that was probably April they were like in, right? April, May.
It would have been, if it was the national convention. Remember, it started. Wasn't it in Allentown first, and then
No, but they had it every year in April, I believe, right? And it was the East Coast, West Coast, and
Yeah,
back and forth.
yeah.
Freddo's such a gem, man. He's somebody, when I think
Yeah.
about like the trajectory of No Lies Just Bullshit and the things that I've done, I think about I don't have my, we had it scheduled for Richmond that year.
Yeah.
He just wasn't.
I mean, it's intimidating
Feeling
for
it.
people, man. It's a tough thing to do, you know? It's tough to talk to your friend, and we're all close, and we say things sometimes that, you know, we know each other's, you know, quirks and stuff like that, and
Sure.
people want to be 100%, especially recorded for all time. They don't want to make a mistake and say dumb shit.
He's just such a legendary guy.
Yeah.
He's so upbeat. He's
Yeah.
so fucking happy
Yeah.
and nice, but also like has operated amongst gangsters and you know.
Yeah.
I just-
Dude, and full townie.
That was the year that Paul Rogers died. And so Eddie Deutsch outlined my armor. It was his outline. I wasn't supposed to show anybody. And we literally had a bathtub full of booze. We got slept on the floor. I don't think I showered for 3 days because the booze was in the tub. So,
Kept adding ice.
huh?
Just kept adding ice.
Just kept drinking, man. Yeah, and then it was the first time that we had the banquet at National, and Larry had to look good and be at his table, and I came, and me and Eric Desmond cleaned up pretty good, and he was pretty stoked on us. You know, we took it seriously from day one, and I still take it seriously. So, but it was that convention, then it was Crow's convention, Tattoo Tour is how it was. After the National, I went to the last Crazy Ace convention. That was in Pennsylvania somewhere, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
How well did you?
It wasn't Philly.
Who?
Ace.
Ace who?
Crazy Ace.
Crazy Ace, not well at all. Barely like high. So I was talking to Randy Adams about it last year in New Mexico, that I was intimidated by him and Gil, and Randy always talked to me. He's still a sweetheart. He's still a nice guy. He just, you know, and I was just at a shop in Fort Worth 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty sick.
On the way back.
Pretty hooked sick.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
look cool.
It was
That
so
shop's a
overwhelming.
time. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, Matt's doing it right
Time
over there.
warp.
He's taking it, you know, he hasn't changed much and just enough to keep it a little 2025, but not enough to lose the grit and charm of a tattoo shop.
I don't mean to tell someone else's story, but I was just talking to Cruzman downstairs, and he said he went to Little John's recently.
Oh, really?
And he was like, it's a time capsule.
Yeah.
He said a ton of his shit from back in the day is on the wall.
Really?
And that they have Little John's
So he
motorcycle.
was Straight A Tattooing was the name of the shop that he had with Vaughn, James Vaughn.
Oh, yeah?
That's the name of the shop, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. They used to come to Port City and hang out with me and Martin, which is pretty cool.
I've told a bunch of Little John stories. You know, I'm lucky to know Little John and not ever had a problem with him. We always were just fine.
Yeah.
He bought a lot of jewelry from us, so that was, we had, you know, there was no reason for us to not get along. But the very first time I met him, did you see that picture I put up the other day with little Tommy?
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody see
Yeah.
that? That was
Yeah.
shit, man. The
You've had
first,
time to be on your phone today?
Oh, really?
Me neither.
when y'all got here for the first hour,
I had
that was
to.
fine.
Well, no, I wasn't. I talked to my sister and my
You
wife.
run a business. I was just breaking the
Relax,
laws.
dude. All right.
All of us got to run a business for our phones sometimes. It's
Jimmy
like
was
part
like
of the game.
sleeping until he got here.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. I hate it, but I have to do it.
Well, you used to not do it for so long. Now
I
you're
didn't,
doing it.
yeah.
But you gotta like check in and make sure shit's following where it's supposed to
for
fall.
sure.
Who's over here and what are they doing?
Yeah.
And is it
Check
gonna
your
be time?
stocks.
I call. I'm like, hey, is everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. Cool.
I don't do that anymore. I used to call all the time. Now I don't.
Yeah.
Something happens, I call.
I had to call today. Something stupid happened, but I called and I was like, hey, everybody's good? They're like, yeah, we're good. Okay, cool, we're good.
Jimmy, I got water.
I'm good. I'm still.
I just went to Brian Everett shop in New Mexico,
Oh, fuck.
and it's one I have never been at, and it was like walking back in the 1985. It was sick.
Man, for the '90s, it was like you saw Jack Rudy, you saw Brian Everett every
always.
single time.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like no question about it.
Oh, you know who else was there?
Oh.
Sean Anderson,
What,
the
Fuck.
national show.
yeah, Sean. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So I
No question.
I met him.
Has anybody?
I met Hatterson in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. First time I met him, and he was crushing it back then too.
Have any of y'all listened to his episode of No Lies Just Bullshit?
It's great. It's great.
I
You
want
got to Sean?
No, I will
Dude,
because I
it's
love.
one of the best.
So we're friends, and I don't hold you to that.
Yeah.
No, I
For you.
I love
For
Sean.
you.
Yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
He goes, you know, I'm gonna fuck it up, but he's like, you know, working for Moses, he was just like,
Oh, yeah.
he's like, he had a hell of a stereo system, and he said every day we cranked that motherfucker
Yeah,
up,
right.
and we called tattooing rock and roll church.
Yep.
Sure.
That's
Dude.
what they call tattooing.
What I remember
Rock and roll
about
church.
Sean
That's
at
crazy.
conventions.
It's so cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
You should listen to that episode and drive.
I will absolutely. What I remember about Sean at conventions is I remember
Stereo in
meeting
his booth.
Yeah.
before anyone was playing any music
Stereo
in the
booth.
convention.
And on
Yeah.
stereo, he spoke to everybody that came up to the
Yeah.
booth.
Yeah.
No matter what, he made sure he eye contacted you and
Yeah.
said, "Hey, if you want to get tattooed, let us know."
Hendrix on 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used
Oh,
to tattoo.
He said he still blasts music a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
But,
he used to
uh,
work with Suzanne Fowles too all the time.
Yeah.
And she was the opposite, but they kind of leveled each other out. Yeah,
Yeah, but Suzanne was a rocker.
Sean Anderson is probably one of the best tattooers.
Best dude.
Like consistently bodysuits nonstop.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And one of the nicest guys you're gonna meet.
Jimmy, you good? You want me-
I'm great.
All right, cool.
I went to Moses' shop. He was already gone, but
The one in Biloxi?
yeah,
Nice.
that was. But I went 93 maybe.
Yeah.
Right there.
I still make
Just on the
pilgrimages.
strength of whose it was.
Oh, I already knew. We already knew.
that's what I'm
Moses.
saying.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, because
absolutely.
that's a long time ago.
This
I don't think of
photo's
you
a-
as being that old.
Oh yeah.
Look you. This photos of
I
Moses.
started tat in '93. I'm old.
The best photos in tattoo magazines are Sailor Moses and Luz Cabarrus with white powder on their hands and that stuff from tattooing nonstop.
The old gloves.
Yeah,
Powder
so
gloves.
good.
Powder gloves.
Yeah,
Ones that
powder
can give you
gloves.
cancer.
Those were like terrible for black t-shirt guys.
Oh yeah.
We would just have
I wore them all the time. I didn't give a fuck.
I needed them.
Badness.
Shit's everywhere.
Yeah.
I hated that shit. The talc all over your fucking hand all day.
You know, I still travel. I've been traveling since February every 2 weeks, and I still make pilgrimages to every shop I can. I think I'm even more crazy. Like me and Jimmy met an old man today at the diner, and we knew everybody who tattooed him where they were, and he looked at us and he was smiling from ear to ear.
Couldn't believe
Nothing
it.
makes old
Yeah.
He
girls
couldn't
cool.
believe it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
pulled up his arm. We were like Brooke and Blackley, fucking Greco brothers. He couldn't believe that we knew who he was talking about.
Now, this
so
was when
cool.
y'all were still in New York earlier?
This was this
Diner.
morning
It was
at,
diner.
at breakfast
Here,
this
yeah.
morning. Yeah.
I love that shit.
He comes walking in, an old guy and an old lady. He's probably 70.
Yeah, 70.
He's
yeah.
probably 70. He comes walking in, just like a button-down short sleeve shirt and shorts and, you know, flip-flops or whatever. Comes walking in, and as he's walking in, I can see both top forearm tats. One of them is a crawling tiger. I thought it was a panther.
It was Tiger, yeah.
It was a crawling
Down
tiger.
one or classic?
Classic.
Classic, facing the wrong
You don't
way.
see the tiger.
Facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And the other arm was, you know, like a heart banner
Yeah.
name. And I mean, I could tell what they were. I knew the age that they were the second I saw them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Angelo, as soon as we're done eating, I got to ask this guy about his tats.
He was
I do it
pumped
all
when we
the
knew
time.
because he said he worked, was in Fort Benning, Georgia, and all that stuff. So we started naming the stuff, and they look at us like we got 15 heads.
Well, the thing about an old dude is a lot of times you ask them about a tattoo, and their first inclination is to be a little embarrassed because it wasn't dope.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
He had that tattoo so long ago that in the 80s and early 90s it was looked down upon.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
when you ask him in front of his woman, he usually goes like this old thing or something.
Well, and most of the time,
you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, but
I've done it a million
and
times.
most of the time, the wearer looks at it with regret.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, he's usually like, I don't want to talk about this in front of my
was
woman, that
pumped.
sort of
Yeah,
shit.
he was
Like
stuck to it,
he was telling us information that if we didn't know what we were talking about,
Yeah.
it would be unnecessary information to give. Like if we didn't
Yeah.
care about, he was like, "Oh yeah," and this was when he was on 4th Street, and it's like, "Damn, dude,
Yeah.
most of you guys don't remember
Yeah, Brooklyn Black
Yeah.
and the Brooklyn Bridge. We're like, yeah, we just did a tour of the thing. It was
all the
yeah,
New York stuff."
Yeah,
Most dudes are like, "Yeah, I got it in Guam. I don't remember who did it," and we're like, "Well, Zeke, you know,
Yeah.
we know who did it."
I was walking in
The Rollo story you got's good. That's a fucking good one.
the food line in Elkton, my little town.
Oh, yeah?
This guy's walking in front of me, and he's got wind on one elbow and water on the other, and they're just black and green. And then he's got a dragon here and a dragon here and something on the back of both his calves, and it's killing me to not say something to him. And he's engaged with his woman, and she's dressed much nicer. He's kind of like, I don't give a fuck. And I can't take it anymore. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Drives you
Waiting for
nuts.
the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Make eye contact with
Yeah.
I'm waiting for her to look at a label or something,
Yeah.
and him
Yeah.
to do this. And I go, excuse me, man, I'm so sorry about you. See you with your woman. Where are you from and who did your tattoos? Because he's there at Massanutten on vacation. He's like in Chicago, and I was like, okay. Now we're talking, and I'm just like, I'm looking at the claw, you know, because he's got a bunch of dragons, but I see the claw kind of coming out, you know, and I'm like,
You do.
You knew
Yeah.
it,
You
didn't
knew.
you?
and I go, who did this tattoo? He's like, man, he's like, I don't want to say this, but he's like, the guy who did these tattoos is actually kind of
A big deal.
a big guy. His name's Mike Malone. And I go, woo, motherfucker, right? He's a big deal.
Yeah.
And he looks at his wife, and he goes,
See, I've been
See?
trying to tell you for
She's been-
years. She's been wanting to get him lasered off for years.
Get it covered up.
Exactly.
rude, but she was just like rolled her eyes, kind of like a big deal to who kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It was.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, man. And the shit aged so nice, and the black was so chalky, and
Yeah.
so fucking.
This guy we saw, it was, you could read the names in the banner. It wasn't a
Yep.
blob.
Yep.
It was
I
still-
took pictures of all the ones that I could really tell, and
That's cool.
you could read it all. It all looks so cool.
We see a lot of Zeke tattoos at home.
I'm sure. Yeah. North
yeah,
A
Carolina.
lot of Zeke
Yeah.
tattoos. It's awesome too because we're like, did Zeke do that? And they're like, yeah. They
You see a lot of E-tags still up there?
Yep.
Yeah, he used to do them.
Tons of them.
Not even draw 'em.
This?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just
Do them.
He'd be like, what's your
E-tag?
name? And he'd write it down. He'd be like, you ready?
Yeah. It
And
just
he'd do like
fucking go.
typewriter.
Yeah.
$100 he could do for $100. And they would call us in Wilmington, me and
You got a
Martin.
typewriter in a stencil?
No, he just write your name out.
It's like a dog tag.
Yeah.
I know what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah,
but
yeah.
He did a million of them.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
right.
We've
Wow.
seen a lot. There's a
Told me and
lot.
Martin, we'd say 300, and he's like, well, Zeke does it for 100. I said, Zeke is the best, go to him.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, thank you for being honest. I said, yeah, I don't want to take your money. Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
dude.
we see tons of Zeke tattoos and Lou, a bunch of Lou tattoos over there too.
Yeah? What was
Yeah.
it, Fayetteville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a dude in Florida we used to get sign work done from, like a sign printer guy, and he's dead now. But he had a, what is that?
It's a walkway. It's a catwalk.
I just was like, I thought it was a reflection or something. This not bothering me, but
Oh, okay.
what the fuck is that?
This dude, this sign maker guy, not a sign painter, like a printed sign, garbage signs, but this old timer guy, and he had Rollo tats from Hawaii, and he even had, it was like an oni and clouds in the center of his chest, and he had a heart attack, had open heart surgery, and the doctor stitched it up
Nice.
perfect.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
Yeah.
but it's got that
So
good
the surgeon was
scar.
an
run-
artist as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Shirley.
And I think that the guy might have even said, like, I need you to not fuck this up, Doc. Like, you better.
Yeah.
It's a
you
Rollins
better,
tattoo.
yeah,
That's
you
cool.
better stitch this up right, you know?
I've heard that they do, like, a lot of doctors now, they're like, it's a fucking
Oh, it's,
game.
yeah,
They're like,
absolutely.
how fucking good
Yeah,
can I
they-
get
they
it lined
wanna-
back
they
up?
wanna
I've
nail
seen
it.
a few that were really great, and then I've seen a few that were fucking
I
crazy.
kind of like the idea of it being super jacked up.
I do too.
I like
Yeah.
I think it makes it look
I got
more
shit
rough.
to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You see Bill Clayton tattoos over there?
Every once in a while, we see
Why
it.
not Pete Bill? Yes, I was.
We see it.
That's what we're talking about.
We see a few. I haven't seen a lot of his, but actually the other day there was a lady and she had some flowers on her leg that he'd done. Because I asked her, I was like, "Where'd you get that?" She said, "Bill Clayton." I knew, you could tell.
You know, Bill Clayton had a window, and like to the
Yeah.
lobby,
Yeah.
there was a house. You go in the front, and then I think to the left was piercing. To the right was a little room that had a counter, and then you go through there, and there's a pool table. And then it kind of opened up, and his booth was in the middle, and he had a window, and he was just tattooing just inside that window. So when would sell jewelry down there, he wanted us to talk to him before you talk to the piercer. He just wanted it, you know. It was the '90s. There was like a hierarchy.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it wasn't. People weren't cutting their piercers loose and saying, "Here's $1,000," kind
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah, no, they-
You know, he'd be like, "What
Pick
kind of
what
shit
you
you
want.
got?"
Yeah.
Probably also wasn't letting the piercer know what he was paying
What he
you
was
for the
paying.
jewelry. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Of course. Of course.
Yeah, that's the other part.
Because then she's got to buy it from him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they're like, "You go talk to Bill." And so I go back to Bill, and he's got this chick in there. He's tattooing, and she's just got a baby on her titty right here, and he's tattooing her other titty.
Yeah,
That's the best. That's the
I
best.
was like, "What you say, Bill?"
We went there a few times before he died, and it looked exactly the same.
Man, I tried trying to get with him to record with him before he died.
Yeah.
We saw him in Wilmington before he died at the convention that Bud Andrews used to put on. And I said, "Hey, Bill, how you been?" And he's like, "You remember me?" Because he was older then, you know what I mean? It's probably a year or two before he died. We gave him some teacher flash and stuff, and he was fucking pumped.
Really? Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, man, he started North Carolina tattooing. There's a lot of you guys have been around forever, you know?"
Bill Legend.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We went there 2 times before he died.
Here's the name of the shop. Bill Clayton's Tattoo Work.
Yeah, dude.
The outside with all the cutouts.
All that shit on the outside
Oh,
was
man.
so cool.
It was like airbrushed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's fucking shit.
Airbrush,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That's
big
how you
Reaper,
know.
Blizzard.
What's that
Yeah.
guy's name? Jason Bullard, right? Jason?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a nice guy, too. He's a good
Yeah,
tattooer.
he is.
Yeah,
He
big
would
respect to
He
Bill.
would tell me stories of the door would lock. He had to get buzzed in, and he said that sometimes the military guys get rowdy and bust the door open, and they had to handle some business sometimes. You know?
Regulators.
Yeah, when I reached out to him the very first time, he was like, he didn't understand what I wanted.
Yeah.
He didn't understand what a podcast was. He didn't really. And then later times I talked to him, it was more like, talk to her and she'll
Yeah.
figure it out. And we started trying to figure it out. But it was when I came down and had dinner with you, and then I spent the next day and a half trying to make that happen. And then when the lady who was girl, she was younger, was kind of went silent on me, I just switched gears and was like, well, Old Heavy Hands is in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm going to go there.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
put
yeah.
all my energy into getting there.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to do this, like I said, but they're intimidated.
Was Bill in Greensboro?
Was he what?
Was Bill in Greensboro?
No, Fayetteville.
Oh, Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Fair now.
But
Vietnam, that's what they call it.
That's right.
Still, they call it that.
We stay
what
every
is there to
year.
be nervous about?
Huh? Angelo
What is
stay
there to be
every year.
nervous about?
This is a tough gig, man, you know,
Doing this?
doing this because,
This is not serious at all.
well, I know, me and Jimmy talk about it all the time. Here's the deal. Because we have a core group of people that we're close with, we're all friends, we talk about the same stuff around tables and everything like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand a lot of the stuff, like, and I don't want to sound dated, like, well, we're older. We are older, and a lot of stuff happened pre-internet. So the stuff that we know is not being carried
Everything we've talked
forward.
about here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? You try to be like, hey, man, this is what tattooing's about. It's about a lot of
Oh,
things.
okay. You're talking about some of the stuff that's hard, that's less
because
palatable to people.
and you're very
that are
knowledgeable
newer to the
about
game.
tattooing.
Yeah.
So when you say something to somebody and their Rolodex in their head can't catch up to what you're saying. Because,
Older cats have
Yeah.
a harder time doing what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I
Older
get
cats
that.
don't play tennis the way we're playing
Yeah.
But
tennis
you
right
look
now.
at the pace that I give a guy,
An older dude.
an
Sure,
older dude. I
sure.
give him a completely different.
Oh yeah, I mean, what we're all in. I mean, I'm 50, and we're all like older.
I mean, I'm
so,
35.
yeah.
What's up?
You look 35. You look 35.
But champion.
But like a 60 fucking year old man,
70-year-old
or even a 70-year-old tattooer,
Angel's
they're not going to know what the
Not-
fuck you're doing,
not
and
at
I
all.
understand why they would be apprehensive.
They're not all crow. They're not all sharp.
No, they're not.
So come in my room. He's 150 years old, and he cries 4 times during the thing, and I give him all the breathing room to do it.
Yeah.
But you can tell that he cries if he's talking about his mom's sauce. You can tell that he could cry.
Yeah, he's a neighborhood guy. And
He's a neighborhood guy, and I give him all
very
the
passionate about
space
their lives.
in the world.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about a motherfucker, old timer who don't know what the fuck's going on? Skyver did this motherfucker, and he kept trying to show this thing card tricks and rubber band tricks. He was like, "Is it picking me up?" He's got rubber bands like this, and he's going, "Is it picking me up?"
Remember Steve?
I go, "There's no."
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Remember Stevie Wells? He got dressed up nice, and halfway through, you're like, "Dude, that's not a video camera." He's like, "I wore a shirt."
I actually really like Skyler's one. That's what I listened to. I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but I can't convey to him that
Yeah.
no one can see him.
Yeah.
He does it,
Yeah.
and Crazy Stevie is the best.
Dude, he's the best.
He's
But he
fucking
tried to
hilarious.
drink with me.
He brought snacks, and he was dressed up with a tie on, and a sweater.
So
He
great.
tried to drink with me and got shit faced. Angelo comes in the room.
Yeah.
He gets nervous because it's Angelo.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, but whatever.
And then afterwards, he tries to wrestle me. There's pictures of me
I call
tossing
him
this
Nick. I'm like, how'd it go? He's like, dude, I had to wrestle. I was like, what the fuck?
But loves tattoos so much. Sweet part of a guy. So much fun. So positive. Wouldn't let you say anything bad about anybody. Love Steve.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we did that. Like, I'm glad that I got to do that one.
Like,
But
we
anyway.
do a whole episode at Smalley here and fucking all the North Carolina tattoo guys. It's a ton. When I broke out there was really a lot, but they were all like disgruntled and talk to each other.
I mean, there's still a bunch
Yeah.
of them fucking do it the same way.
And I was like,
You've been
nah,
on
you
more
gotta
than
talk
one.
to each
You've been
other.
on a couple already, huh?
4.
There you go.
This is my 4th
Yeah.
edition.
Dude, is he the most?
Nah.
Nah. Guess who is the most?
Nah, I'm not the
You've been
most.
on 7
Will.
of them.
No, you.
No, I wouldn't.
Will's been on the
No,
most.
who?
Will?
No.
Will?
I didn't.
I thought you've been on more than
I
me
did the
for
one
sure.
with Desmond, the one with me and Jimmy, and the one with me. 3.
Yeah.
That's it?
Oh,
And
we did
then-
the special with the 40th.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really
4.
wasn't. Yeah.
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 We did an early one.
Yeah.
That,
And then you came to Alley Cat.
and then I came down the cat, and then we did another one that was just I like showed up barefoot.
That's the one I called Corey Frodo.
yeah, yeah.
I was so proud of that. Y'all would have never caught on.
I was so fucking high.
Corey
I was so
Frodo.
stoned. I left the beach
I wanted it
with
to
no
be a
shoes
snake.
in the car.
I wanted his
I
back
drove
to
all the
say
fucking
Corey
way to
Frodo.
I
Virginia
see
with
the
no
feet.
shoes in the car,
Oh,
and he goes, "What are you doing, Corey Frodo?" I was like, I left the beach stoned. I don't have any fucking shoes."
I just started this podcast off. What would you start talking about? Just whatever.
Nate Hall and doing a show, and then
Oh, cool.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good stuff.
Homies and hometown
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We doing all right?
Doing great. Yeah. Oh, you're all right.
I don't know a lot about North Carolina tattooing, to be
Pretty
honest.
rich and deep.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
thick.
Yep.
I don't know a lot about
Man,
it.
little Tommy, what I was going to tell earlier, I didn't tell little John, but I've told it before. You probably haven't heard it, but I was selling jewelry to little Tommy, and John like comes out of one room and starts walking to the bathroom. And I was like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Little John." And I was just pretty. I had a couple forearm tattoos, and I hadn't been around that long. And John comes out of the bathroom, and Tommy says, "Hey, John, Nick's got this piece of jewelry that you're looking for." John walks in the room. It's a piercing room, and in those days, piercing room was about as important as a fucking
No,
mop
it was
closet.
a
So
closet.
it was as big as the space from
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wall to the
yeah,
door.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
For like the broom closet,
Yeah,
basically,
it
is all it
And
was.
there's 3 of us in there already and a massage table. And Tommy sets down this 2-gauge 3/4 inch
Oh
curved
my
barbell.
god.
Oh, I know. I think I know.
John, you know, like when you have a little zip bag, you just snap it open. John snaps that motherfucker open, takes the ball off, puts the barbell in his mouth, pulls his dick out, takes it out covered in spit, shoves it
Spit lube.
in his
Yeah.
dick, and screws the ball on. And he's just like, zzz, starts walking out the room. I go, "Yo, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this? And what's he
Yeah,
doing?"
yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
goes, "Yo, shh, don't say that." He's like, "Yo."
Let it ride. Let it ride.
And John, walking away, doesn't look back and goes, "Tommy, pay
Pay
this
the man.
motherfucker."
Hey, man.
He says, "Pay this motherfucker." Throws his hand up like that. And I'm like, Tommy's like, no.
Yeah.
Don't fuck this up. Do not. I was fucking 20 years old. I wasn't even old enough to buy beer.
But you were scrappy.
I was like, who the fuck? You know, I'm 6'4". John was.
Yeah.
Well, also, he put it in his dick.
He put it in
Yeah,
his
you
dick.
do.
I mean, come on.
Hey,
Yeah,
give me that.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. If he
No
decided he
return
didn't
on
want it, you didn't take it back.
No returns
Yeah.
or exchanges on anything
Nothing.
in Little John's
Yeah.
dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Slightly used.
But yeah, you know, Bill Clayton, Lil Jon,
Byron Weeks.
Yeah.
He's another guy. That's a long lineage. Yeah, I see him all the
fucking
time.
Blue Flame,
Yep.
Errol.
Yeah, Errol.
He's a pre those guys. These are the guys.
Yeah, they're before Errol, because
Yeah.
Errol
But Errol's
was
been
in
in
it.
the
He
game
was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Errol
Well,
came
he's
from
been around
Atlanta,
since
and
90, early 90s.
for sure. But he was in Atlanta for a long time, and then he moved there.
Angelo? I can't go
I'm not
back.
old,
Yeah.
man.
I can't go pre
I want to know it all. Yeah, I want to know it all. Who's
Yeah,
by you now? Who's Surf City? You're the first one in Surf City. right?
Nobody's there. Yeah, actually, so here's the deal.
say
I was told that the last shop was in 1974. I cannot find out who it is.
Who? Surf City.
No one knows who it is. When the hurricane came a couple of years back, it fucking destroyed the library.
Yeah.
So all that fucking information got ditched. So I went to the library, looked through microfiche to see if I could find a bill that said tattoo shop, power bill, some shit like that. Can't find out. Have no clue who was there in
Library of
'74.
Alexandria?
You got to go to records.
I did. They moved them to Burgaw, so I drove to Burgaw one day, spent like 3 hours looking through shit, trying
Yeah.
to find what I could find. I
I
cannot
never
figure it
heard
out.
anybody out there. When you said you opened up there, like, man, I don't remember anybody being out there.
Yeah, so
I was
supposedly,
in Wilmington for 8 years, and I tried to figure out everybody. And there was
Yeah.
a lot of like weird scratchy shops that no one knows about, but
We
the guys have been 30
We
years.
used to sell a ton of jewelry to a shop called Island Dyes. Remember those guys?
what? Where was
Island
that?
Dyes.
Was that in Wilmington?
No, it was south of there.
South of Wilmington? Well, I'm north of Wilmington, so this.
It was literally
Coastal?
like- yeah,
Huh.
like close to the water.
That's going
What
to
is
be
that?
closer to Myrtle,
I was
probably.
gonna say, yeah.
It's closer to Myrtle.
Where's Kill Devil Hills and all that shit?
That's
Yeah.
up north.
North, because
Oh,
yeah.
That's up north.
No, I could be wrong. Then it might have been closer to there.
It might have been.
I don't
like Outer Banks area.
Outer Banks, because we're at the bottom of Outer Banks, which is like
But there,
barely
at
at the
one time
bottom.
there was 3 of them. You know,
Huh?
Island Dyes.
It was
the
like a
name of it.
chain.
I mean, it was like a dude who owned 3 shops.
I never heard of that shit.
Yeah.
But I'll try to find out about
Well,
it
he
now.
just bought a fucking ton of jewelry.
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah.
You know, he was just piercing, beach.
Yeah, beach
burners.
burners.
Just like a ton. But
Hmm.
he was spending a lot of money. He sold bongs. He sold it because it was called Island Dyes, like you're dyeing your skin. But
Yeah.
because of that, they also sold a fuck ton of
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I'm sure you did good in Jacksonville, North Carolina, all that stuff, because there was
Probably
a lot
sold
of shops.
whippets and rush
Yeah.
powder.
For
All
sure.
that good shit.
It was like it was definitely a scene. Like the dude that we sold jewelry to would get you stoned or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Or whatever.
You know?
Well,
Yeah.
supposedly that shop was in one of the arcades on the island.
Nice.
So I
I'm
can't.
sure
I
people
can't-
were tripping out when you
Look
there.
into
They are.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we Martin in Port City, people were tripping out. It was like we
But
didn't.
you have people don't want you there?
No, they
No,
like
they
it.
just
No,
all
they love
excited.
it.
They're pumped to have you
They
there.
just love it.
And-
The closest
Yeah.
shop to me is 27 miles away.
Yeah.
He got. It sounds like you got involved at the tail end of them staying true to some fucking old
Yeah.
rule. you
That's
know?
what it is. Well, it's because they got a lot of younger people in the
Right,
cities
right.
and stuff now.
The old timers
because they're
died
building
off.
it up. All the old people are dead.
Yeah,
that's the other
exactly.
thing is every time I see somebody old with a tattoo, I'm like, I try to talk to them like, hey, where'd you get? Did you get it on the island in the
Yeah.
70s? Because I want to know who it was.
Yeah.
I thought it might be Zeke just being in an arcade doing something.
No, he was
but
in Jacksonville.
but he was in Jacksonville the whole time,
What was
evidently.
Zeke's shop? Something. What was the name of the shop? Zeke's shop. Something Tiger or Tiger.
It's still there.
Where's Tradewinds? Where was Tradewinds?
Huh?
Which shop was Tradewinds?
Zeke's shop, wasn't it? Something Tiger.
Not White Tiger. It was might have been I know what you're saying. I can't remember.
It was Tiger something or something
Yeah.
Is
Tiger.
Tradewinds the Fayetteville shop?
Trade Winds.
I thought it was called Tradewinds.
JR.
I'm not sure.
Zeke's shop.
Well, his
Jared
shop,
had the best
the building is
story of anybody's
the building is still there. His last shop,
Yeah.
and no one's in it. It's empty. It's just sitting there.
So then, before him, the first one going into Jacksonville was Crazy Joe, who was Philadelphia Eddie's wife's nephew, and he tattooed you for stereo parts or whatever.
Yeah.
And Zeke would always get so mad. And I went in one time and he was just human about. Zeke was a great guy. He just wanted you to do good tattoos.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck about just do good tattoos. That's what you're doing. This is something that's for real and forever. Do good tattoos.
Yeah.
And he would get so annoyed when someone just not care about doing tattoos.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and it's crazy up there now. I think there's 67 shops in Jacksonville now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many there are on Wilmington.
Yeah,
Glenn,
Wilmington, everyone that I looked at, me wanting to try to put a building in, there's a tattoo shop there now.
yeah, Glenn told me. I think
55.
Glenn.
He said
50, yeah, Glenn.
55
Yeah,
today.
just he told me
Town
today.
can't support more than
55.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
55 shops.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing fine. There's nobody around me though, so
Yeah.
it's helpful. Yeah, they're stoked I'm there. Everybody's happy
Yeah,
I'm
you're
there.
doing it. I mean, it's tough to find a place where there's not a tattoo shop.
I know. I was
When
really
it's that
surprised.
Thanks, Obama.
I was like, this is the. I hit the gold mine because I was like, this is the weirdest thing. There hasn't been a shop here since '74, and they're letting me open a tattoo shop. I was so happy.
Yeah.
I was still scared, but
Literally.
Yeah, you said you had to jump through a bunch of hoops.
I did. Yeah, I had to change zoning, and
Yeah.
they won't let anybody on the island, so I'm right off the island. But they said there'll never be a tattoo shop on the island ever. So I was like, okay, that's fine as long as I can be near it.
Yeah.
And it's right behind me. Like you literally can walk there in 5 minutes.
It's very bureaucratic sometimes in small towns like that. You get to do so much shit just to be like, look, I'm not a serial killer. I'm not gonna sacrifice animals. I just want to feed my family and do a medium of
Well,
art.
you got old people whose memory of tattooers is only
It's scary.
bad shit.
Right, and that was the other thing is the people that are still on city council or whatever, they were all worried because they're older and they were like, hey, remember, they said it over and over, we don't want no bikers in town.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's not me.
Like I ride a fixed gear bike.
Yeah, like I have a bicycle that I ride every day to work lately, you know.
How long you been there now?
Coming up 4 years.
Nice,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, you're like, no, we're the generation who took the shops away from the bikers.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, I get it. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's worked out great. It's been nice.
North Carolina was like a hub for young guys like you when you started that are now like Cruzman, Bond, all these guys that started like Little John's, all these shops all split it off and had their own thing. It was cool because when we got there, I mean, me and Martin would do sleeves at 9 o'clock at night. And we just like, fuck, we're just gonna draw it. I mean, it wasn't good stuff, but it was like, fuck, they want to get tattooed.
They want it.
tattooed.
Yeah.
It was good enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, I love to exercise the power of good enough.
But talking about taking shops from bikers, not taking it from them.
No.
But the next generation
Yeah.
thing, you know.
They were going to be gone anyway. That's the thing. Like, modern tattoo clients were not going to get tattooed by bikers after a certain year.
No,
They were
weren't.
already
There was
done.
different-
They were
there
done
was
with it.
bikers that were like, hey, I see this kid can draw. Let's give him a job.
That's how I got
There
it.
was bikers that were like, fuck these motherfucking kids.
Yeah.
You know, and their fucking rap music and their bullshit.
Yeah.
And then once those kids got shops, the clientele for those bikers, at least at Alley Cat, would pull up on motorcycles deep, expecting us to care.
Oh yeah.
And we did
Oh,
not
yeah.
give a fuck.
Yeah,
And there was
no way.
so many awkward moments where it's like,
yeah.
you know, and nothing against bikers. Like that's a culture that I thought was dope as fuck when I was a little kid. Easy riding and all that shit. But it was just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard so many tales of them taking somebody's ass
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, if they come in here, I'm going to put an NWA record on immediately.
Yeah. Try to repel them.
Yeah, but and if Thugs came in, I would put on a fucking old NWA record.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. David
Just
Allen
let
Coe.
everybody know that it ain't your place, it's
Yeah,
my place.
yeah.
Right.
Once the tattoo tubes went from 3/8 to 5/8 to 1 inch,
That's it.
that changed.
That's it. That's it.
Then there was a whole new
That's it.
generation of tattoos.
It's like the 1 inch grip was the fat shoelaces of tattooing, dude. Sure, yeah.
Baggy pants.
Exactly, the big
But I mean,
fucking.
when that changed, people who could really draw changed, and that changed the whole landscape
Yeah.
of tattooing. You know what I mean?
But that's how I got in with bikers. Is the bikers knew,
Yeah.
man, we don't have a photocopier. I'm doing a tattoo out of this magazine, and it needs to be a stencil, and I would be the one to draw it for.
Dude, the best thing about tattooing, and we can all talk about it and agree upon it, is that no matter how long you do
I'm gonna
it,
take a shot.
no matter how many tattoos you do, you chase this to get better, and you're never gonna be the best, or you're never gonna be satisfied.
But I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm
At all.
Keep on moving forward. Yeah. Like I'm pumped on the young generation, and I meet a lot of people because I do a lot of conventions, and man, people. I want to learn from everybody. You can learn from anything from anybody, and man, every day I try to learn something new, and it pumps me up, and I get like, you know, I've talked about it before. I get crazy, man. Like talking to that old guy at the diner. get a little crazy, get a little feeling in your stomach. I'm like, man,
Yo,
I just got 3 hours off this guy.
I've had the same thing. I've been at like Thanksgiving dinner and somebody at the house wants to talk about something. I get so fucking excited. I get loud. And I'm like, oh, it's the greatest thing in the whole world.
I wish that someone could categorize and catalog all, not only just America, everywhere of, well, this guy's connected to this guy, this guy's connected to this guy. This
Like a family tree.
Yeah, but it's so much and so vast, it's so big that people can never do it. But
But what,
you know,
to speak to what you're saying, what you don't have that some of your predecessors have or other folks is you don't want to own tattooing.
I don't want.
Want to own tattooing.
No,
You don't think it belongs to you.
It's not for me.
It doesn't belong to us.
Yeah,
It doesn't belong to us.
somebody gave
No,
it to
we're
me. I
just
want to give it to everybody.
we're here to cultivate it and
But there's-
take care of
Well,
it.
there's people whose shops that we all went in who locked their catalogs in a cabinet
Oh,
so that nobody could see it. They wanted to own tattooing.
Yeah.
You don't have that. So when you're around a young person and you're talking to me about Richie, how good Richie is,
Yeah,
you know, how many times you said to me, you got one right there.
yeah,
You'd be excited about it.
Yeah.
Richie would put out a tattoo, and this motherfucker right here would be like, hey, I'm going to steal Richie from you.
yeah.
You got one.
I
right
told
there.
you today.
And now you got Jake.
You told me today.
Jake's another guy.
Jake's a murderer.
You know.
Because you don't want to own tattooing.
No.
You know that you're a part of something special, and you want it to be everything it can be.
Yeah.
That's why you're excited when you have
Well,
people
I look
do
at it a
dope
lot of
shit.
ways. Part of what we do at Inksmith and what people do at a lot of shops is we're stewards of the craft, and I want it to be something that I came into and I push it farther, and then when I'm done, someone's going to push it farther than I pushed it, and someone's going to push it farther than he pushed it, and then the rock will be up on the top of the hill, and then it will be tattooing. It's going to sound hokey, but it'll be like a beacon for everybody to stand up tattooing. It isn't some back alley bullshit thing. That's a real viable craft, and it's the best thing in the fucking world, and all of us can attest to it.
For sure.
You know?
Even if you just turn 2 new tattooers on to something that they wouldn't even have known had they not met someone older.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
not even like, hey youngster, let me pass this knowledge on to you. More like, hey, second year tattooer, you should look at Sean Anderson tattoos.
For sure. I have a girl that just started working for me, and she hasn't been tattooing very long at all. And I was like, she was doing a drawing, and I said, oh, well, I know who drew that.
Yeah.
You know, let me show you the book. And it blew her mind. She's like, what do you mean? Who is that? I've never heard of
I
that.
have another thing like that. This kid, the Dutchman Ripper, Black Panther, on the kid's ribs. I said, man,
The one.
that's
so
almost
cool.
as good as the original. He's like, what do you mean? I said, John the Dutchman Van Holleno drew that, and it's probably one of the most iconic tattoo things ever.
Oh, right.
And he's like, I never heard of him. I said, and I looked at him for a minute, and I was like, but then I felt that I had to tell him about it.
It's
and I
not
was
his fault.
It's not his fault.
No, that's the thing is I had to do that with her. I was like, for a second, I was like offended that she didn't know who
Yeah,
drew this
where it came
drawing, but
from.
I was like, okay, I got to stop. I just got to show her where it came from.
And then how rad is it when you get the older guy that's like, and that Panther that you're talking about, that came out of this Audubon Society book, printed in 1891, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're like, wow, that's really the lineage
And,
of
and if they love the game, then now they're excited like you are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's the thing is that if it catch fire for a young person,
Dude, I just started a fun trinket antique garbage store full of all the shit we all collect.
Yeah.
A place where I can take all the stuff that I don't have room for
In the
and
shop.
sell it.
Yeah.
And the partner that I have with it, he's a D&D guy. He's a full-on Dungeons and Dragons guy.
Right.
He came to the shop. A lot of people.
touch,
yeah.
He came to the shop, the tat shop the other day, and I had the Greg Irons coloring book out, and it is licensed by TSR. It was made in the 70s when Dungeons and Dragons came out, and I was able to connect the dots between serious history in tattooing to serious history in this thing he loves, and it fucking blew his mind. So it's like, man, if you can really show someone the beginning of something rad.
Well, it's like all the Irons comic book covers.
Man.
All the art that he did before the tattooing.
All the rock
It
posters.
feeds into the tattooing, and it just is.
It's
It's so much stuff.
You know,
It's sick.
in bluegrass music, man, there's this thing, he knows,
Yeah.
that there's like a pocket of hippies that have like attached themselves to some bluegrass because of the jam band aspect of it. And Greg Irons drew this album cover for Old and in the Way, which
Yeah.
was Jerry Garcia's bluegrass band. And these motherfuckers. So when I meet an old hippie at a bluegrass jam in a fucking mountain somewhere, I'm like, yeah, the guy who drew that's a legendary tattooer. And
Yeah.
what are you talking
Dude,
about?
No idea. They have no idea.
No idea.
Crazy, because we're talking about irons. I mean, let's go there.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, the first time we ever played at the Fillmore in San Francisco, the guys in the band are so stoked because they're playing the Fillmore in San Francisco.
Like,
sure.
And I'm not in the band, so I don't have any of that attachment. I'm stoked to be there historically. But you go into the catering room, which is just a giant restaurant area where they serve food, and the whole catering room is lined with all of the originals of every rock poster that had ever been in the Fillmore. And there's probably
50
there's
Greg
probably
irons.
100
Or
Greg
more.
irons with
Yeah.
it. And I'm in there being like, dude, holy shit. And the guys in the band are like, I can't believe we're playing here. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm looking at all these Greg Irons originals. And
Yeah.
it was the coolest. It was the coolest.
And I've heard a ton of Fillmore stories. I've never heard this.
Oh,
So,
dude, it's
yeah.
ridiculous,
That's
man.
dope.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, you said like about owning tattooing and like.
That was the first job he had
Yeah.
in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was the
doing
Fillmore
The
posters.
Fillmore posters. That was his first paid gig, other than maybe doing like a newspaper.
Yeah.
was Fillmore posters.
He did a whole lot of like architectural drawings at first too. They were pretty crazy too to
All
see.
crazy's perspective.
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, I've
he's a
seen some.
badass.
They're
He's a
really
badass.
great.
You talk about owning tattooing, and you can't have an ego like that when you have people work for you that are better than you or gonna be better than you. You can see it. You kind of, you do it all the time. You're Alley Cat's the same way as a lot of shops. You're cultivating their greatness to a point where they say, "Hey, Nick, I love you, but I need more for myself," and you let them go, and you keep that lines of communication open. Most people, when they do it, it's like, "Well, he's not making money. Fuck him," and that's detrimental to
Whatever.
tattooing in general.
I love the game, I
Yeah.
want to see Richie crush.
And he will. He will.
Oh, man.
I love the game, but
Richie's tattoos are-
Alley Cat's different, man.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about Richie all you
You're
want.
good, you're good.
But Alley Cat's like the firm. I got a 22-year guy. I got a 21-year guy.
Yeah.
I got a 15-year guy. I got a 14-year guy. I got a 10-year guy.
Yeah.
Like it's different. Like,
That's our shop. That's where we're
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
I'm saying.
That's how it
No
is
one
in my
under
shop.
no one under 20.
You know what I say?
Maybe 19.
You know what
but
I
no
say
one
to
under 20.
them? I go. I give them the opportunity to make crazy bread. I stay out of their way, and I love tattoos.
You also pump. You pump the shop. You pump them.
Yes, ours
like
pump, yeah,
that goes
yeah.
farther. Being
My religion, right? there.
exactly being a cool
It's so
shop
cool.
owner. Being a cool shop owner is nothing compared to pushing the shop and pushing your artist. That's like
They're bigger than me, man. Those guys are more important.
agreed.
You know?
That's why it's more important as the shop owner that you're doing this other thing. You're pumping it up because they don't view you as a boss.
I hope they view me as somebody who's looking out for their best interest.
That's what I mean. They don't view you as a boss.
But,
they view you as a
Andrew-
cheerleader.
When I did the Nets thing, she was talking about how long I've been in the game and how I've maneuvered and all the stuff. And there's some haters out there that make me so happy. And I was like, well, when I first owned Alley Cat, Andrew was the guy already.
Yeah.
And it was Andrew and BJ Betts and Brian Bruno and Chad Soner and Sean Crowfoot and Mike Dorsey and Jay Chastain and Will Lolly, and there was like this sort of class of guys who were hitting the conventions, and I was like, so Andy had
Everyone a skateboarder.
Yeah.
Everyone a skateboarder.
All of us.
Everyone, motherfucker.
But I was like, Andy was known, and not only known, but like really well respected by those guys. And I said, so Andy sort of anchored me. Like those people looked at me and said, well, if he wasn't that guy, Andy wouldn't
Of course.
be attached to him.
Yeah.
And we were also talking earlier about like longevity in the game. I told Avery earlier, Juan Puente walked in the room. I said, hey, Andy told me about Juan Puente in 1997.
Oh yeah.
Juan Puente was already that guy in 1997, and Andrew was like, hey, look at this magazine. Come here, look at this thing.
Dude,
can still
speaking on one real quick on
You can
that
still
year.
tattoo everything.
On that year,
Yeah.
I go to tattoo. I wanted to meet Phip Buchanan.
Sure.
So I go and tattoo. I make arrangements. I go and tattoo at Avalon in like '98 or '99, and it was like 1 month or two after Juan had just left the shop, and I didn't even know he was at that shop. But when I got there, that's all anybody in the shop was talking about was Juan.
So you with Juan, Mike Stovey.
When I was
Phip,
Mike and Phip had just they just
too.
broke up,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that because there was no internet, so I didn't know that they were divorced. I go there wanting to meet and get tattooed by Phip, and when I got there, Phip was gone, and I was tattooing with Aaron Della Vedova and Rob Benavides and Bill Canales, crushing it then, and Randy Jansen.
Yeah.
It was completely, dude. It was ridiculous. And all I was there for is I wanted to meet Phip because I didn't even know about any of these other dudes. But when I got there, I was like, oh wow, all these dudes are crushers. Everyone.
So we met Mike Stobie.
Bill was doing full sleeves, full dragon sleeves in '98.
Yeah, that set he came out was still legendary. So.
But what I was saying about, I was like, yo, Andrew lent me some legitimacy, and Annette was like, kind of, most people wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't deny it. I can't deny it. You know what I mean? I met Andy when I was 15 years old. You know, we've been in the game together.
It's kind of hard too because amongst tattooers, and you already know this, but especially amongst, I feel like it's a more modern adage now, is being associated with piercing and the tattoo thing. It's like it's easy for people to clown the piercing side of things because we feel that tattooing is this thing and piercing is this other thing. And since you were over on that side, I could see where people would have a problem with that too. You know, you never know.
You know, but my take on that, you know, I got a couple takes on that, and one of them is that I never have hidden that that's what I did or that's how I got in. And I'm so proud of Sarah, who was in here a minute ago, who was tattooed to the bone. Oh yeah. But she has elevated piercing for Alley Cat and for the game in Virginia. And then I also look back prior to me having a relationship with Sarah and going, hey, I didn't ask nobody's motherfucking permission, and I will never ask nobody's forgiveness. I'm here because of me. Right. I'm here because of my brothers too, but yo, I did the thing. I put it on. I fucking stood there on that corner for 23 years, and I don't fucking ask nobody.
Yeah, bought the building.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't ask nobody for permission. I don't ask nobody for forgiveness. I did that. But I'm 27 years in now, so, you know. But I'm not taking what you say personally, but
it has nothing to do with you.
But so many
it's
people
just
that would be like
thing.
not want to say it.
Exactly.
And I just never did that. I glossed over it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I also spent a lot of time, you know, I was piercing, but I was also, when I would go to see Ange, and I would be doing a deal in the office with the guy.
Sure.
So, like,
I
had
feel like
established relationships that were deep.
But you also you never grew horns, and you didn't have green hair, and you weren't a fucking you weren't hanging by hooks.
You weren't hanging from hooks at parties.
Yeah. And so if you already were that side, you were like more into it,
man.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Trying to have face spots. You weren't doing any of that shit, man. You were getting tattooed by real tattooers at the time.
I mean, I also was looking for a way in. I knew that tattooing wasn't my lane. You know?
Yeah.
And I knew that I could facilitate things that, you know, like with all the respect in the world to Andrew, the concept of something being due on a certain day.
Oh, dude.
He doesn't know what day of the month it is. With all due respect to Andrew, it's my brother. He doesn't know what day of the week it is.
Well, that's the artist.
He has no fucking idea.
That's the difference between the artist and the architect. You know, Andrew is a true artist, man.
Yeah.
Andrew's not trying to figure out a contract. He's trying to paint a painting.
I love when he comes to, especially this show, especially Pagoda, he comes and then people surround him and he takes it in, but he's...
The poor guy.
It's a lot. You can tell. It's a lot for him. He's ready to leave.
A lot.
Yeah. If you come see him in Alley Cat,
he's fine.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's because he's at home.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking. It's so funny you say that, man, because me and Andrew were talking, and we're talking like a week ago, and he was like, "Yeah, they come right up on Saturday, come up and da 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 da." And I'm like, I could tell he was bullshit.
Oh yeah, of course.
But he did it last year. He drove up by himself, solo can't. And so then, like,
you get tattooed by you last year?
Who? Yeah.
It's such a good picture.
Yeah, it's a great picture.
Yeah. And so we're talking on Monday. I come in and he's at the drawing table. I'm like, "What's up, player?" He goes like, "How's your weekend?" He's always excited to hear what I did with the kids. We're talking a minute, and then he's like looking down and drawing. And it gets kind of quiet. And I go, "So you gonna ride up on Saturday?" He goes, "Well." And I go, "Hey man, you got shit to do. I understand it." He was like, "Well, you know, I've showed my face a lot up there."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I don't need to." And I go, "Yeah." And I go, "Speaking of your face, I go, I've known you so motherfucking long that your face tells me a story
knew it
that
all.
other people
You knew it
can't
all.
see.
You can read him.
And I go, when you're chain smoking and there's 14 guys around you asking you questions,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot for anybody.
I go,
man.
I can see on your face that while you appreciate those good fellas, you want to go back up to your room
Oh,
where
yeah.
they're not.
Yeah.
And he goes, I appreciate you asking me if I was going like you didn't know I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I go,
Oh yeah.
I go, bro, it's just,
Yeah, you
it's
pretend
all,
too. Yeah,
it's
man.
all just
Yeah.
going through
How
the
long have we been
motions, dog.
friends?
Yeah, exactly.
He's only going to talk for a little while. Then he's going to go get a cup of
Oh.
coffee. He's
Oh,
gonna go
for
get a
sure.
cup- He's not going to stay.
Oh, yeah,
a
we were
while.
out there with Raph. He hung out a bit and he was pumped. But he did a lot of tattoos, all different styles, all day long.
Like he
Great
does.
style
But he was
master, bro.
super mellow and super happy to see us. And he always says, "Oh, I really appreciate you coming up here." And I mean, the humbleness of him is great.
He'll throw on his bag and he'll
Yeah.
look at Angelo and go, but I've got homework to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm like,
yeah.
you're the teacher, dog. And he's like, no, I'm not.
You know he doesn't
Talking
stop.
about coffee, whenever he and I get a room, I'm always trying to put him across the hall from me. Because I don't want him to be next door to me because of the noise I make.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he'll fucking be like, this you? And I go, yeah. And he'll stand there. And when I come in my room, he comes in behind me, goes to the coffee machine, takes
Takes all the
coffee,
stuff
and
because you don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'll see you later.
That's my dude.
That's funny.
I agree with all those moves.
True legend, bro.
I love it.
True
I love
legend.
it.
30 years of the game. Shout
I
out to
love it,
Connor.
man.
He just celebrated
Man.
30 years. You know?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, how great is
Yeah,
it
he
to
did.
be that old and like still doing it? You know?
How great is it to be revered by everyone you love?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yo,
That's
this
That's even
motherfucker,
better.
man.
Yeah.
He put a thing up.
Jimmy.
There was this thing about like, if you're not capable, pass it to a capable tattooer. Otherwise, you're irresponsible, right? And Jimmy like shared it and goes, only Wilson, Garver,
Yeah.
and Connor can do everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you motherfuckers can't do everything.
He will blush it, bro. We all start talking about it. He was like,
It's the truth.
He's
It's like there's a lot of tattooers out there that I will say, and I work with one, that I will say this guy is a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
He can do a portrait,
Whatever the
a
job needs.
trad tat,
Yeah.
a fucking new school tat. He can do it all. But Connor can do it all in every medium.
oh, bro.
He can paint it, charcoal it, tat it,
Oh, for
graffiti
sure.
it, all of it, mural it, like what he can do it
All
on
of it.
velvet, whatever you want. You want it on a ballpoint pen on a handkerchief? He's got you.
He got you, man.
You know, so a Swiss Army knife like that.
Yeah.
You're not a Swiss Army knife, dude. You're Rambo's survival knife.
when the Richmond convention left where it had always been
Yeah.
and went to that big.
We stayed at the
Yeah.
hotel. We stayed at that hotel.
Yeah, well, on the way up, we stayed at the
I'm like,
hotel.
this looks
Oh,
familiar.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I went downtown to that big place,
Yeah.
Porter was getting a tattoo like on his upper thigh from Ugly Tom, and I saw Porter. I went over there and I started talking to them, and I didn't know Tom that well at the time, and Andrew walks by and he's got like his
Satchel?
Yeah. And Tom's tattooing, and I go, Connor. And Tom looks up and he sees him, and he looks at Porter, and he goes, best tattooer in the room.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it was like just full of
Yeah.
mad gangsters, you know what I mean? It was dope. I always love when Andrew gets his accolades. I always want to fucking
Yeah.
ring his bell. You know?
What's awesome too is when I see him, he looks exactly, and I mean clothing exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything.
The same as
The
he looked
hat,
the first
like
time I
the
ever
shirt,
saw him.
The pants, the shoes,
Like
everything.
we all are versions of ourselves,
But-
as we were as 19 and 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
But he's wearing the same jeans he was wearing. You know, it's crazy.
Man, my little girl, when she was like 8 years old, she goes, "Is Andrew from Paris?" You know, because of his hat.
Oh yeah.
Because of his hat.
'Cause of his
I was
hat.
like, and
That's
so
pretty funny.
To this day, she's 12 now. She calls him Andrew from Paris, and he
Well,
loves it.
and that's a quality that like every real rock and roller would like to see every picture that's ever been taken of them, and
Yeah,
you
like
can't
that.
and you can't
Yeah.
tell what year the picture was taken
Yeah, yeah.
in.
When I say
And that's
style
Connor.
master, I'm talking about
that's
his
Connor.
fucking gear, too,
Any
bro.
picture you see of him, it could have been from 85, 95, 75. You don't know.
2015.
It's 2000. It's great. I love it.
So what are you podcasting? A couple podcasts while you hear about the end of the show, or just the people that are around here? Like you have 2 or 3 more. You said.
Yeah, I've got you, fucking this ragtag bunch of animals.
Yeah, but we could talk all day. I mean, we could sit here and talk tattoos from when we started till now, and me and Jimmy will just continue.
We'll keep going.
those
I want to
3
keep
days from
going.
now.
I'm down to keep going. I want to
Yeah.
get smoking joint with these guys here in a minute, but
Yeah.
we're gonna keep going. Tomorrow I've got Sam Yemeni,
The best.
The best.
The best.
Truly.
and then we're talking about Bill Canales. I got Dean on Saturday.
The best too. Dean's a great
The
dude.
best.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to say it on here, but I found out something about Dean today that I had no idea about.
Is he a ninja or like a
Maybe.
car maker or something fancy that no one knows about?
Well,
Third ball.
Yeah.
He just got a history, a part of the game I wasn't aware of, and my man Chris Welk told me. And it's funny because Dean's a great tattooer. He's also very humble.
Sweet guy. Yeah.
And some of the best podcasts I've ever gotten was dudes going, "Oh, what am I going to talk about?"
Yeah.
And when I found out this thing about him that I'm not going to release because this will come out first, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a whole life of tattooing before I knew what you were doing.
Well, when you ask people, so go ahead, tell me about your life. It's like,
Yeah.
And then you got to say it in
I
a
don't
way
do that.
that engages people because you don't want them to say like, I do this and I did that.
And
You know what I
in
mean?
addition to being incredibly good looking, I'm very charismatic,
I mean,
and I can bring
no
out
one puts
people.
your own horn like you.
Another one you did that way
Yeah.
too, though. I thought Navas was like that. It's like if you don't really know Mark. I mean, you can tell Mark is a shy guy.
Yeah.
He's not like a hang out late after the show and be the loud guy. He's a quiet cat, and a crusher. But that podcast, when you listen to it, you realize like he's glad to be here, humbled to be here.
Yep.
Sometimes wonders why he's here. All that stuff. And for a guy that's that at his place in the game now, to have that kind of humility is really cool.
But in conversation and day to day, he's very humble, and he was humble in that. But he also talked about.
He opened up.
But I.
That's tough.
But
to
I-
open it up and be like, here's the open book and who I have feeling, what I'm about.
Yeah.
But did you hear the way I described his tattoos to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't calm down.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
shit is wild.
Yeah.
Everything he does is a screaming, flaming,
it's sick,
fucking
man.
insane
Yeah.
panther or whatever. Like I can't hide my enthusiasm for
Yeah.
certain things.
His-
And he was very quiet when he first came in.
Yeah,
I mean-
his animal tats are so gnarly. They look like they have rabies.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so sick. It's like his tigers. You know that tiger is infected
Yeah.
with something. That's why it
I
looks.
mean,
so
I can't hide my
insane.
enthusiasm for tattooing, and when you give me the podcast and I ramble on like an idiot.
You do so good, Nancy. You always say that. You do so good.
I just.
Man.
The story of your California trip. I listened.
Which one? The first one.
The
yeah.
first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
What's
I've
a credit card?
I've listened to that
It's
a lot.
so good.
I'm an idiot. I didn't.
You know how many people tell me that when you're on that they slow down and pay attention? Because some people.
I talk fast and I have to.
No, I'll tell you one. I'll tell you what. The one that you guys did not long ago that was really long. I listened to it like 5
Which one?
times. Maybe it was the California one.
Pagoda last
you
year.
did.
Yeah,
It was
that's
here
what it
last
was.
year.
I've listened to that like 5 times just so I could hear you tell stories over and over of
And
things
me
that
and
I
Jimmy
wanted to
would
know
talk.
about. And you
Like,
said some shit on
we
there a
kinda
bunch of
popped
times
him
that I
up.
was
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Like we wanted him.
Like-
we kind of were like, let's
set me up.
Let's try
Yeah,
that.
You know what it is? That's the Angelou, the alley-oop, the fucking Angelou.
the Angelou. The Angelou.
Oh, man.
But man, we know what he wants from you and everybody else, and that's what they want from you. And so we were.
I mean, people say that, right? And everybody says things about me, and it confuses the fuck out of me because I'm like, I don't get what you mean by that.
We don't want to hang out with you. We just want to hear your stories.
Oh, well, I'll just phone it in and stay at home. You guys send me the money, and I'll just save the money.
Phone it in.
This is a good place for people to hear about tattooing, and I could say everything about people we just talked about. All of us can, and the guys who are going to the podcast. Tattooing is such a great place with the ability of people, and all the scumbags are whittled out, and all the people that are not for the cause of tattooing are gone. And it's just like this convention, everybody sees like, hey man, I saw you last week. What's going on? How are your kids? It's pretty inspiring that people are on the same page now in the same age group where it used to be like, well, who's that guy? Well, who's that guy? So it went from everybody knew everybody. I just saw not a podcast, but a thing on Instagram about Brian Everett. Some girl asked me a question. What do you miss about tattoos in the late 80s and early 90s?
The camaraderie.
It's
That's what everyone's
you
talking
walk into
about.
a room
The
and
camaraderie.
it'd be 40 booths and you're like,
Yeah.
what's up,
Yeah.
Jimmy? What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Pagoda has it.
Yeah.
Today's setup. I
Yeah.
mean,
Of
you know
course.
it at setup.
You guys,
Everyone's
I was
just
so
loving.
I was so excited to get to come and see all my friends.
Me and Avery walk up. I go, look at all these Southern boys.
It's just love.
Yeah, dude.
Look at all
It's
these
just love.
Yeah.
But
I
look,
love
but,
it.
But what Angelo is saying is where tattooing is right now, there's all kinds of things going on. But
Yeah.
a convention like this,
It's different.
it's full of people who either rip
Yeah.
or care.
Yeah.
And that's
And both.
It's full of both.
Right, or both. But I just mean there's no one outside of one of those two categories or both of those categories.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And it's so nice to be in a room with people that we know 90% of the people intimately. It's not like,
Sure.
hey, what's up?
And that's
Who's
really
that
the
guy?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is the thing.
And that's
I told
what's missing.
Avery, I was like, yeah, I want you to know, the Pagoda, we roll deep.
Yeah.
There's like 40 guys that are our guys.
Wait till Saturday night out in that tent. It's
It's going to be the best.
insane.
Well, I won't be there, so you guys have fun.
Oh, great.
Oh, fuck no.
I'll be asleep by 11.
Last year, him and fucking Grandpa Desmond had a fucking room, like the first
Oh, my
room
God.
on the first floor,
Yeah,
right
right.
around the corner, bro.
Quick escape
Elevator
room.
alley, dude.
Could not get these motherfuckers to spend 10 minutes under the tent.
Yo, that's me at fucking Scranton the last couple of times. I'm just done at the end of the day. I'm so beat from just everything. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, we're all good in a controlled room of 4 people.
Sure.
Any more than 5, and I feel like, and I don't like, it's like, well, go ahead and talk. It's like, man, I don't want to talk about, you tell me about you. Like, that's, all the guys
Again,
need, I want to hear about all that stuff.
Again, you're not saying the old way is the only way.
No, it's not.
You're saying,
course not.
I'll tell you about it if you really want to know.
Yeah, and
That's
I
what
like,
you said. That's
Yeah.
why it's not.
Well, that's what Jay was saying is
Yeah.
if you're at this place where you're not trying to make it any better, you're not trying to like be the best at this thing. You're trying to take this thing that was,
Yeah.
continue it to make it around for the next guy.
I mean,
you know?
look, tattooing's in a weird spot. People, it's a rough time in tattooing right now, and there's a lot more tattooers and a lot of people not making money, and a lot of people still making money, and both sides of the coin. But tattooing's still the greatest thing in the fucking world.
Of
Well,
course.
that's, if you love it,
Yeah.
then you're an ambassador for it.
Yeah.
And then you can't help but attract business.
Yeah, we all have our bad days and our off days.
Of
No
course.
one's perfect, but when you go in someone's
No,
shop,
but you're right. The
Yeah.
more you put into it, the
Yeah.
more you get out of it, and it is
That's
true.
100%.
I'll spend my last $100 in my bank account on a rad painting from another
Yeah.
tattoo,
and I've done
Can't
it.
help
I
myself.
can't.
Oh, for sure.
I can't help myself. It's going.
And I also know that it's a return. There's a
Yeah.
return on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike Woods works for us. We've traveled. Me and him traveled early in his career, and when I first got to Jacksonville, and we would go to shows where he had $3 in his pocket. But he went because he didn't want to miss out on this experience we're having right now. That to him, that was more valuable than money. And when you start thinking about things like that, everybody here at one time has money, don't have money. Everybody does, right?
Comes and goes.
Constantly.
Yeah, but when
Constantly.
you make $3 from tattoo, you go buy a painting from Bill Canales. You
Sure.
know what I mean? It goes around. Mike Wilson's the ambassador of that.
Yeah.
You know,
Every convention I do, for every $500 I make, I spend $100 in the convention.
I watch
At Mike Wilson's
Yeah.
booth.
A lot of times in my
I mean, I watch Mike get some guy would come up and say, "Man, I really want to buy this. I really want to buy this painting, but I don't have money." Mike's like, "Just take it."
pay me later.
Yeah. Because to him, you're looking at something that he put time into, and you're appreciating time into it, and that means more to him than money. So let's come back to
love the
football.
game.
Yeah. Well, also, like you said, if Mike gives this painting to this tattooer, Mike is going to. He was going to level up in ways that he isn't even aware of yet.
Right. That
You don't know what he just did to that kid.
Right.
Well,
Well,
he knows what he did.
And the currency of gift
Sure.
comes back to you, especially if
Over
the
and
gift is
over.
inside your thing, your religion. If you're giving a painting to another tattooer,
Yeah.
inspiring him, what's going to hit you when you walk out of that room? You're going to win the lottery. Something's going to happen to you
Yeah.
because you gave it forward. You paid
Sure.
it forward.
Like today, we met that guy. That was the highlight of the day.
Dude, that guy is going to be talking
Yeah.
about 2 youngsters that wanted to talk about his tattoos in the diner for the next 2
Yeah, my
months.
sister was there. She doesn't get it, but she gets it. You know what I mean? She looks at it like, "What are you two idiots talking
I
about?"
wish she knew, who you were, who you are. I know I know what you're gonna say,
Yeah.
but whether you like it or not, you've touched a lot of tattooers, and
I think she knows.
I want it, but in a proper.
You wanna
way.
touch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she knows.
So many tattooers are like, he's the man. That's what I because I met you 1,000 years ago, and then we weren't around each other for 20
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
And when I started coming back around, you were like, "Oh, that Angelo, big dog, all that
big
stuff."
dog.
And then, but you don't walk around like you're the big dog, but you will bark at somebody in your shop if they parked in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
But your sister, I wish she knew how revered you are. Everyone,
Weird.
You know, like we're talking about the
You don't think
mayor.
he tells her all the time?
No.
No, he doesn't. I know. I'm kidding.
You know what he tells her? You know what he tells her? Direct how to get here, where to take a left.
yeah.
I can't believe you.
She's born and raised there. Pick up next, you don't know how to go left, right. I'm like, go right.
It was so good.
It's your town.
You live there.
Like I grew up here.
That's
My
me,
life.
me
What the
hotel.
fuck?
Yeah.
She's driving, he's in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And he's like situated in the seat like this so he can look at her
Yeah.
and then tell me how wrong she is.
Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
But she's a doll. And
Oh, she's
all
the
of them
best.
respect.
But the reason I do stuff with people like that, because I was touched, and when people open up their hearts and love a tattooing to me, it makes me want to do it twice as much as other people. You know,
Yeah.
like this.
It's- Everyone's seen it today, I'm sure. Alex Cass put up that, he made those signs.
Yeah.
It's just literally a stop sign, and
Yeah.
it says, stop,
Okay.
what have you done for tattooing lately, or today, or whatever
Yeah.
it says. But it's like, man, when you put it into the perspective of, hey, everyone, stop and ask yourself, other than making a tattoo for someone, what have you done for tattooing? What have you done even to just like benefit someone else you love in tattooing? It's so easy, so free.
And it gets harder and harder every
Man.
day.
It
sure does.
Man, you know.
Man, remember to though.
But
Well, I think that every day when I go to my shop at 9:00 every morning, and I clean up what I can clean up before everybody else comes in. They do their part or whatever, and I sit in there alone every day and draw in the morning, and just feel it and feel how the day's gonna be, and then just let the day happen how it's gonna happen.
But you will visit another tattooer.
But I will
You
go down
buy
the street.
art
Yeah,
from
I
another
will.
tattooer.
I
You
will
buy
drive
shirts.
I will drive hours in a hurricane.
Yeah.
Smalley will walk in there in my shop and go, "Hey, I got $25. How much is that shirt right
Exactly.
there?" And I'll
Exactly.
be like, "Well, it's $20, but for you it's free." And
Of
he's
course.
like, "No way."
Yeah, that's. I've tried.
not doing
I tried in Tampa.
I'm not
I
doing it,
tried.
dude.
He's like Venmo. I got your Venmo,
But
and you
It's because
know it comes back.
It does every
Of course
time.
it does.
It's like that purple shit that I
But
make.
what-
Yeah, I'll buy it all day
I give
long.
that fucking shit away all the time because I know somebody's gonna come back and
Man.
be like, "Hey, it's cool." I don't know.
Favorite
I'll
stencil
tell you
stuff
what
ever.
though, and this might be, if I'm out of line, tell me, then I'll cut it out. But
You won't.
what about for those of us who are doing everything they can for tattooing?
What do you mean? What about?
Well, that doesn't just because you're not a tattooer, that doesn't make it any less of a thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what more can Jay do than tattoo it on his forehead?
You could send me 20% of his earnings.
I just
and that would be great.
He would love if I gave him 20% every
But
week.
that's
I
for the
dig
love of
that
his
sign.
religion.
Yeah.
I know. I dig that sign, but I also don't need to be told. Me, personally.
Well, not everybody needs to be
I don't
told.
think it's for you.
But some people, maybe they do.
Yeah, I don't think it's for you.
So many of them do.
I think
For real.
it's for those that don't think about it already.
Because there's a vast majority of
hearing you say
younger
that,
kids that don't give two fucks about
You're one of
tattooing.
the first person that
And
I
they
had
do
a
it.
bunch of conversations with who would always say that's the love of tattoo. You would never say tattoos. You would add that to it. You would
Yeah.
talk about it as if it was an entity in itself.
It is.
That is a thing. And I'm like, no one needs to tell Jimmy.
Right. But
In other words, I feel like if I put that in my shop, I would be coming off as pretentious.
Yeah, I know.
Because I feel like I do my share,
sure. But what if
not more than my share.
what if in your shop there were a couple of tattooers who
There never would be.
exactly.
See, that's the other
that's
part.
why you're not the target market or the target audience.
I'm not trying to hate on the side.
I know
Please
you're not. I
understand
know
where
you're
I'm
not.
coming
No,
from. I just
not
feel
at
like-
all. I'm more talking about it in a way that if you are a tattooer, and let's just say you're a traditional tattooer, okay? If you're a traditional tattooer and you have not bought one print, one painting, one set of flash, one book from anyone in 1 year, you are not giving back to tattooing.
Yeah, sure.
By doing the tattoos on your clients, you are giving back to tattooing in your career, but you're not paying into, it's like tithing. You're not putting money in the dish.
Yeah.
You got to put some money in the fucking dish. When it comes around, put some money in the dish.
Yeah.
And that sign makes people see, wow, I never thought about it in terms of I need to just ask myself as a tattooer, what have I done for tattoo lately other than take from
And
it?
the other thing is,
And I respect it. Please don't
I
mistake.
know that. I know where you're
tattooing
coming from.
everything for everyone in this room and everybody that respects it, it gives back. People say, Well, it's not like a plumber says, well, I did the best plumb job ever. There's no reward from doing the best plumb job.
Yeah.
But when you do tattooing, and like you say, I go to the shop all the time and sit there in the dark, and I'm like, man, I could be outside fucking sweating and doing, there's some real...
Totally. I could be fucking miserable.
A tattooer complain, I go, why don't you dig a ditch?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Go fuck yourself.
I don't want to hear it.
Because, this is human nature, but like...
It's okay for us to come...
Yeah.
When I say us, I'm not trying to liken myself to a tattooer. But when people are in the game and we complain to one another...
About business.
It's normal.
Yeah, it's business talk.
But I don't get on here and let a motherfucker makes $100K say anything bad about their clients.
About how slow it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't allow that, and I never, ever have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the amount of guys that y'all know who said something on here derogatory about clients
and
that I
clipped
just
it.
clip.
Yeah.
I just won't.
Well, there's a lot of people I watch on Instagram that are in my feed or whatever. They show up and they tell other tattooers how to do this or do this and do this, like it's the only way to do it. And in my head, I'm like, oh, you should probably just go to work. Do you know what I mean? And not tell other people what the fuck to do and just do tattooing. And that's what everybody in this room wants to. We're all like-minded where we want to push tattooing forward and teach people about tattooing. And like you said, the craft is young kids. The young kids have never been taught in anything in their life, not just tattooing.
At all.
All they know is this. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm not going to open the refrigerator. I'm going to Uber Eats.
Yes.
That's what's happening, tattooing, and I mean, in every form of life. And tattooing still on the outskirts a little bit of the life we live.
Right.
Your mom and dad don't understand. Your mom and dad don't understand. My sister doesn't understand. My mother does. My wife understands it fully that, this is the deal. And when you what's the word I want to say? If you cut the head off what feeds you, then it becomes this not a tangible thing anymore. It's just something like, well, I used to drive that car, but it has a dent.
Yeah.
So fuck it, I got a new car.
Oh yeah.
You know
I
what
had a
mean?
kid. I had a kid tell me that he was thinking about quitting tattooing and he was going to go do some other job.
Good, quit.
And I was like, "See you later."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Adios.
Get the fuck out of the way, man.
Go away.
Please.
Because if you aren't gonna fucking struggle through it and then be great through it, then you don't fucking need it.
Yeah.
And as much as I break your balls about your face tattoos, if someone said something like that to me or close by, I was like, what do you think J Smalley can do?
Yeah.
You think he can drop it?
Yeah.
Do you think J Smalley can put down tattooing?
Right.
He
Right.
can't.
And go work at Best Buy.
No
He
way.
can't.
Yeah, I mean,
Pot committed, bro.
I'm not.
Fucking
I
pot
don't want to
committed.
do
But
anything
he
else.
loves the game.
I don't want to
Yeah.
do anything else.
Not
I
that,
also think
but
that's why you tattoo your
that's
face.
what I'm saying. He forces
Yeah, that's
himself
why you do
to
it.
I mean, that's
only,
why we
yeah,
did hands
yeah,
on.
only
yeah,
feed from
yeah.
the
You
straw.
tattooed your hand as a tattooer in our generation.
Yeah.
You were in it for the long haul because before removals, it wasn't coming off.
Yeah.
Everybody saw that before
You
they
say
saw
to
you.
yourself, I can only eat from this trough.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that
I hope you don't mind.
not for everybody.
I don't mind at all.
Making that
Not
correlation.
for
I don't mind at all.
everybody.
I got that because I love tattooing.
But
I love pussy too, but if I wrote pussy on my forehead, I have to fight everybody all the
of course.
time.
You would look not like you if you didn't have money.
Yeah.
It's who you are. It's like I don't look at him and say, "Oh man, look at your tattoo." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
But I
Angelo.
also think that some people do it to scream,
Yeah.
and some people do it
To whisper.
I just love
to.
tattooing.
Well, I think that you do it to praise.
Sure.
I
would write that
I'm
word
giving
all
myself
over.
to this
He's
job
locking himself
forever.
in.
This is why.
Yeah.
I will not do anything else because of this.
I don't wanna do
on
anything
purpose.
else.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm forcing it. It's perfect.
And it's like drawing a line saying, "This is who I am, 24/7. I'm
Yeah.
not fake. I'm not pretentious. This is who I am." Like when you say things about me, I just want to. I hate to get on it because I was going to come and do this, but it's so amazing this craft that we do and this thing that we have and the fact that we can sit in a room and be comfortable and bullshit.
That's all Avery. I gave 35 hugs already.
Yeah.
I hugged 35 people.
Yeah.
My voice
I've
will be
hugged
gone
everybody
You
as
can
soon as I
afford
got
it.
here. I'm
Yeah.
so happy.
Yeah.
I actually
It's really the.
yesterday, last night, before I came here, I didn't even sleep last night because I was like, I get to see all my
So
fucking
excited.
friends.
So excited.
You know, I'm like,
So
man, it's gonna be so sick. I gotta get up at 6 in the morning, but fucking who cares?
I mean, like I said, we've been doing travel a lot. Sometimes it's wearing. It's like, fucking, my hip hurts. We get too old. For sure. You know what I mean? But then you get here and you know.
Sciatica.
It's all over.
Yeah, it's all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to sleep tonight in about an hour. I'm like, fucking hey, my back's killing me.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of this old Bernie Mac bit. He's like imitating like this old lady in the hood. She's like, my back hurts. My son got shot.
Well, we'll do it tomorrow, and we'll do it for fucking free.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is I think that if you really, I mean, it sounds insane, but like I would tattoo for free all day, and I have
always.
before.
No, I would.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to do it. I don't need it.
Hey, I got a guy that works for us that gets $35 an hour, medical, 401k, and I said, hey, can you get me a job? He's like, what do you mean? I said, man, I can work 3 days a week, get all that stuff I don't have, the 401k and the medical and all that shit, and still tattoo.
Still tattoo.
That's sick.
And, you know, and he goes, what do you mean? I said, I tattoo for free. I said, I just need to be able to, you know, I'm getting old, I want to be able to fucking retire and shit. And he's like, man, you're never gonna fucking retire. I said, well, not retire, just, you know, be able to say, oh, I have medical, my toe rotted off. You know what I mean? Cool, I don't have to pretend it yet.
Yeah.
You
I'm talking
know?
about Jeremy Sweat. That's a shot of sweat.
Oh, fuck.
Shots of sweat.
Fucking
But yeah.
You know what? Swed would tattoo for free because he can't figure anything else out. I'm a tattooer. That's just what I do.
He tattoos
you
his
know?
iPad, his TV on,
Yeah,
tattooing his
exactly. And now he's like, I don't know why. That's
the
what I do.
best tattoo you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
So nice.
You know, like sometimes I'll just randomly be like, "Yo, send me some pictures of the shit you've been doing."
yeah.
and it's
And he'll send you 10, dude.
And
It's
it's the
crazy.
best tattoos you've
It's
ever
seen.
best, man.
I think
so
the best
good.
part of my relationship
Shockingly
with Jeremy
good.
is that we don't talk. We just look at each other. I know what's going on with dinner the other night, for David's thing, and we sat across from each other, but you know, far away. And he just gave me a nod, and I said,
But it's this now.
"Time to go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real quick.
Yeah.
But man, he texts so fast.
Yeah.
It's just like boom, 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 boom.
That's how his brain works.
And there's 7 tattoos, and he hates all of them,
Yeah.
but they're all smoking.
Dude, he did his bird like a hawk eagle cover up over some letter on his girl. And when I first looked at it, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. And then he showed me the picture. He started before we went to dinner, and then 4 hours later, he showed me at dinner, and I was like, holy fuck!
Unreal.
He's like, yeah, it worked.
He's
Thank God.
so much better than most tattoos.
Yeah.
Man, it's unreal. It's unreal.
You on this podcast, you should do. It's tough. But you should do. You can bridge the gap with people. So, like older people, younger people, but you have to have a liaison to do that with everybody. You know what I mean? Like we talked about triumphs and stuff like that. Most people don't even know about Salem Morris and all that stuff.
True.
And you could trace your lanes like 10 tattoos that you respect today.
Yeah, man. You know, Sway did an episode of this one time, and he just talked about Fred Durst the whole time.
Yeah.
But it was Bruno was in the room. Bruno was prompting him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
Bruno
of
was
course.
like,
When you get Jeremy started, he got to shut off.
The best. The best.
you know, we talk about how many episodes people have. Bruno was on a ton, man.
Yeah.
Bruno had his first episode. He did an episode with Mike Dorsey. He did an episode with Schweigert. He did an episode with Timothy. He did an episode with Chesko. He's got at least 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bruno, man, I can talk about him forever, but
Yeah, to me, I think it would have been Will or Bruno did the most.
Will's got a ton.
Yeah.
Will's got a
And they're
ton.
all
Man,
good.
Will's got one
Everyone's
where he just
good.
talks about doing drugs.
Dude, they're all so good.
They're all so good. He's so smart.
So good. We visited him today.
We did, yeah.
Dude, Will lost 40 pounds. It's crazy when you see him, dude.
Yeah.
I saw him tattooing, and I was like, man, you lost some weight. He said, I lost about 40 pounds. And I said, your upper half looks like your kid. Like I just tattooed his kid last month, and from like his waist up, it was like Alistair.
Yeah, we
It
did.
was
We were
weird.
going to Frank's new shop, and I said, hey, let's make a pit stop here. And we stopped at Kings of the Way because, you know, you got to go.
Gotta go.
Take this thing like slide. I'm doing well. Good
We should do a quiz show with people with flashing, like where the designs come from. Crawling Panther,
that'd be
Country
fun.
Panther,
Oh, go through it? Yeah.
Already Eagle that redraws. I mean, and just be
We gotta
like,
lay
who
stuff.
did the original? And they're like, I don't know, some old guy. That's the other thing that bums me out. Some old guy.
Some old guy.
Yeah.
Somebody might have told me the room number.
Jesse?
I told him where we were because
Oh, that's
he's staying with me and Jim.
I texted Juan earlier. I gave him the
Hey,
number.
I told nobody.
He didn't rat you
I'm gonna
out.
show up. I didn't believe you.
I mean, you paid me, so I have to fucking.
I wish I would.
$50 is $50.
Yeah, thank you.
There's, you know,
can't
Angelo's
get
been
nothing out of
generous.
him.
Angelo's also, for all the times Angelo's been on, I've asked him 20 more times. He's like, I don't want to be on the spot. I don't want to be on the spot for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man.
You keep saying that. Is this hard? You've done one. You've done
it's
one.
fun.
You've
It's
done
fun.
one. Yeah, see? Glad not.
I mean, I'm good now because it's, you know.
But sometimes, man, after you hear the word "I" so many times, you're like, I need to shut the fuck up.
yeah, and you say it because you don't know how to say it.
Some people know that better than others,
Yeah.
though.
I realized with mine I said fuck way too much. After I listened to mine, I was like,
Did you really?
I bet so. I doubt you said
I don't know,
I
man.
did so many times.
This motherfucker says fuck a lot.
Yeah.
Plus it's
I
hard-
doubt you said it once.
I was pretty bad.
Plus, it's hard to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. Y'all shouldn't listen to them.
Why?
Why? They're awesome.
I never listened to them.
I listen to them all the time.
I do too.
amazing,
I listen to them all the time.
Every week when it comes on, I listen to it at the
But I've
shop.
never listened
listened
to a single episode.
I listened to 3 on our way back from his shop one time. Me and Anthony at 3 in the morning. They just played back to back to back.
I'll tell you what I like the most. When and it's not just you. There are other tattoo podcasts I listen to also, but
No,
there are. But when someone is talking to a tattooer that I love and respect, and I've never even heard their voice before, I absolutely want to hear
Yeah.
it. I absolutely. When the Philip Liu thing came out, I wanted to hear that. When the Sean Anderson thing came out, I couldn't remember. Last time I said a word to Sean Anderson was in '96. I couldn't even remember what his voice sounded like.
Rock and roll
So
fucking-
I want to hear.
Rock and Roll Church, don't
Yeah, I want to hear what these people sound like.
Yours was one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bro, his was
And-
electric.
Yeah, yours is great.
and so
People
listen,
were bananas when yours came out.
And listen, when I just said sometimes you hear yourself and all you hear is the word I, and it can bum you out. But when other tattooers who I love say, man, of your podcast or the one with you and Angelo, we can tell you love tattooing, that's all you want to hear about anything,
I'll
man.
do it, yeah.
Your first one,
We were fired.
Ping pong.
We were fired.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a
for
lot
sure.
of
It was
fun.
tennis.
Yeah, it was a
It
lot
was
of
good.
Tennis, yeah.
Well, the story was relatable. Like all the shit you went
Yeah,
through.
it was wild, man. It was
Florida,
wild. It was
man.
wild. Florida. And like just the Alabama tip of Florida, So it's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
man, that's the weirdest part of Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's truly wild.
Well, I met Glenn, I don't remember.
Man,
Frank Lee just tattooed you when I met you.
Somebody today told me in the lobby,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And then Martin. And
Yeah,
Martin
Chris
texted me.
Yeah.
from Made to Last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He introduced me to his buddy, and he said we listened to the Tim Hendricks episode and the Frank Romano episode on the way here, and I was like, Frank Romano's episode,
Man,
wow.
It's a good episode for sure.
dude,
Wow.
last year on our way to this, me and Angelo went to Frank's shop, and Angelo hadn't seen Frank in 15 years.
No, I've seen him, but we hadn't
He hadn't had
No,
a
I had a
conversation.
we had in a moment since then.
And Frank was awesome.
He was
it
at
was
my shop 2 weeks ago.
It was the coolest. Dude.
Yeah.
He rolled into Alley Cat unannounced
Yeah.
2 weeks ago with
Yeah.
his wife and daughters.
Still loves it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Still loves
Yeah,
it.
I was choked up the whole time I was there, and Jimmy was looking at me, and I was like, "Oh, great! Now Jimmy's gonna get choked up." But it was really.
But wasn't there like a you and me and Frank and Eric talk somewhere one time?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Not this thing, but just a
Yeah. But
a
it
bullshit
wasn't like.
session. What was it? Was at King's Ave, that book thing.
Yeah, the book thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great time too. That was a magical time.
That
too.
was like the precursor to what he's talking about.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
right
Okay,
before.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
right
yeah.
before.
All I wanted to do was eat at Katz's Deli the whole time that shit was going on.
I know.
And after 2 hours, I just
And-
said, "Let's fucking go."
And of all the pricks
Yeah.
in the room that day,
Yeah.
you want to hear a podcast, listen to Richie Montgomery's episode.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
this is
man.
bullshit.
That one was
And, you know,
That one
no
was also
disrespect to
amazing.
Frank,
No, but
but, you know, I'm sitting with Richie, 50-year tattooer.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
50-year tattooer. And he goes, so I told Pete where I was going and what I would pay him. To Pete.
Yeah.
To Peter Tattoo.
The only one who could, right?
And I go,
Yeah, 'cause he's the
and I
first
look at
player
him,
guy.
Jay, and I go, how did you pull it off? He goes, because I'm number one.
Number one. Yeah.
Always, yeah.
And then he gave me the stone.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, because I'm number one.
Yeah.
And just stared at me. Bro, it gave me mad chills.
So few can say that about anything.
Yeah.
Rich Montgomery said, I'm number one.
Yeah.
And I just started clapping.
And dude, if you see Richie Montgomery tats from the 80s, they still look great.
Yeah.
Those tats on Desmond.
Oh, I seen tattoos he did 6 years ago. They're fucking
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
blowing.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah.
he puts on
Oh, yeah.
Instagram.
It's
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
You see his photo album 77, you throw up on yourself.
He gave me, that day, me and Jake flew to LaGuardia. I could see my hotel room from the thing. We're supposed to meet Richie
4 hours.
4 hours later.
Yeah,
and,
to get there.
and he texted me and goes, I'm in the parking lot of your hotel. Where are you?
You're not gonna be
I
here.
go, we're supposed to meet at 7.
You're
He's
not gonna
like,
be here. You'll be early.
it's 3:15. I'm here.
Yeah.
I got Mary in the car. We're running the air conditioner. She brought you cookies.
Oh shit.
I go, cookies? I'm on my way.
Oh, yeah.
So he gave me 2 acetates that Peter cut for him.
Sick.
And 3 paintings that were like, a little bigger than like baseball cards.
Yeah, I was trying to see him on this trip, but we just can't connect. We got too much shit going on.
Legend, completely.
Yeah, the thing with Frank was amazing.
So many tattooers, more tattooers have told me that that's the best episode I ever did than any other thing.
Dana Brunson's is good.
Yeah.
I didn't even say that.
Dana Brunson's thing made me feel like that I was a horrible father.
Was it you that just
because of the love he had for his son?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Did you just hit me up about Dana's?
Yeah, unfucking
Somebody just
believable.
texted me about Dana's recently.
Yeah.
I literally went, Dana, what year and where were you born? And I didn't talk for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I talked to a
Which is ideal for
last
me.
year.
I mean, hey,
It was
dude,
great.
Dana, years ago, Dana gave me a video, like a DVD video, of him in Paul's trailer making a machine with Paul. And Jason's running around, a little kid, and it's Dana and Dot. And Dana is like it's like this. Hey, Paul, well, why do you do that? And Paul's telling, dude.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's great.
He has a video of himself building a machine with Paul. It's like, nobody else has that. Fucking Doc Don,
Well,
that's
everybody's
it.
like, Dana's is ill. He's so honest and vulnerable and sweet about his son.
That's the best part about him.
Yeah.
We're you don't have kids, do you?
Yeah, I have 2 kids.
Yeah, we're all parents.
He's got grown-up.
My kids are adults. I have a
Fucking
granddaughter.
insane, I was like, I told my wife, I said, am I a bad parent? She's like, no. She goes, but that man has a connection with his kid that very few have.
And he raised his grandson as a son.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Big one.
It is. It's
And,
real good.
He didn't know who I was or what I did.
Yeah.
He had no fucking idea. And he said to me, I love helping you kids out. I'm like, I've done 340 of these.
As he should.
I didn't say that.
But as he should have said.
But he was like, hey, if some kid wants to have a talk with me, I'll tell you my whole story. I was just like, thank you so much. I just was like, he was like, I love helping you kids out.
I cold called that shop, went in, saw the whole collection. Like, hey man, you don't know me, but I'm going to be in town.
You don't know me, but I'm a maniac about
We're
tattoo.
playing this. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. We're playing.
And we're going to be here all
this
night.
day.
So pack lunch.
I got a day off the next day. Is it cool with you if I catch a cab over and just check out your collection? And he was like, yeah, absolutely. You want to stay? He let me in, showed me everything. And dude, Dana's the real deal. And still to this day cares about collecting and preserving tattoos.
And doing tattoos.
And doing
That's the hardest
tattoos.
part. As you get older, you don't do them as good as you used to.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, that kid's really good.
Dude,
You did a couple heaters at my shop last time you were there.
I did.
Jake's thing, which is the third, it's like crazy. It's like, he did a thing on Jake's. It's like on
sleeper
top.
over here. The sleeper.
Yeah. Jake's like, I want to get tattooed. Smash over this. And I'm like, dude, don't get nothing.
Bro, Jake
He's like,
has
"No,
this
I'm getting something."
incredibly nice, very expensive sleeve that he flew to California to get when he first started
Nate
tattooing.
Benalis. I worked with.
Benuelos.
Yeah, Benuelos. Yeah.
He's like, can you give me a pirate head right here?
Yeah.
And he nailed it. And then he did Brian Tiger that works for me had an original Paul Rogers sheet. He did a girl head off of it
Sick.
on Brian.
I didn't change shit. I'm like, I'm
heaters.
just gonna
It's
do
already
this
ready
like
to go.
this. Yeah.
It's perfect.
That's
yeah.
great.
I don't change them. I did a tattoo on Guy Rose Tattoo. Sean Hardy wanted skull and cross. I said, hey, it's lopsided. I'm not changing it. He's like, no, don't. I
Well,
said,
dude,
"Okay."
think about that Hardy design of the Phantom holding that sword with the wings,
Did you see what I
and
put
if you
up
look at the
first?
sword, it's like it's
Yeah, yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really fucked up.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's like, but do it just like that, because if you try to fix it, you're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be right.
Change the power.
Yes,
Yeah.
Angelo.
You know,
Fuck
the
it
guts
up.
and rip.
I
There's
know.
so much flash I'm going through. I'm trying to put together my books because it's getting
Yes, I
fucked
know
up.
Angelo.
Yeah.
That I
Yes,
was telling
he's
Jimmy, I
great
can't tell the guys in the shop. I'm like, yo, check this design out. Yeah, that's cool. I'm like, fuck. You don't know who did this or how cool it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn it.
But he's also the nicest motherfucker in the business.
No.
Don't tell nobody though. Don't tell nobody.
He'll call me. He'll be like,
Don't tell nobody.
why is everybody a piece of shit?
Yeah, that's what I say. I say, I want to become a fucking landscaper, man.
All right, we were supposed to smoke a joint an hour ago, boys. Let's wrap this up.
Let's go.
Ange, tell them where they can see your tattoos and get tattooed by you. Your Instagram and where you work.
Well, chill out a minute.
You said, oh, look, you're
Inksmith
dumb.
Rogers Tattoo in Jacksonville, Florida. I work at the Beach Boulevard location. My IG is Angelo Miller _IR.
He invented tattooing.
Yeah.
J Smalley.
Jimmy Perlman invented tattooing.
Him and Jimmy Perlman.
Yeah.
Jay, tell me what your name is.
J Smalley tattooer. I work in Surf City, North Carolina, Golden Cobra Tattoo
Right.
Club.
How cool is that name? Surf City.
When we were talking about it earlier, though, no, Golden Cobra.
Oh, that too.
That's it.
When we
That's
were
it.
talking about it, you were like talking about his shop and like how it's like out there, and I was just like, is anybody gonna say how cool the name is?
Oh man.
I'm so
Thank you.
jealous.
And
I'm so jealous.
like people there, your shit's real dope though. I didn't like the name of his shop, and then we did a podcast and told me the name. Why?
Yeah.
And it's so
Oh yeah,
dope.
Dad.
I hated
Yeah.
the logo for years.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
The
cool.
skull with the hourglass.
I'm like, man, this thing is rudimentary. You could really do it better. Then I understood him after knowing him. I'm like, oh, now I understand.
Oh, yeah, now you get it? Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
It takes a
You,
minute.
you,
Yeah.
The name of your tattoo shop is
Thank you.
real ill.
I appreciate
Well, the
it.
new fucking logo with the
Yeah.
gold
Oh,
logo.
wow.
Actually, Kyle that works for me did that. Kyle that works for me did that. He's a great tattooer.
Show me the crash test dummy permanent over here.
The only three-dimensional snake that I can think of in our shop is a golden cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a golden cobra in the shop.
Dude, I gotta do
a
one
great,
tomorrow.
It's a great name,
Yeah.
and it reminds me of Raiders of the Lost Ark of tattooing.
Yeah, I love it.
So cool.
Jimmy, tell me,
Full Hearts Tattoo, Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Glenn, plug it.
I
dog.
just snuck in here in the last second.
Just tell me.
Tell me names.
Glenn Wilson, Glenn's Tattoo Service, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Yeah, follow No Licensed Bullshit everywhere.
Definitely.
And you know, if you don't love tattoos, then your shit is a frisbee.
Give back.
Your shit is a
Oh, black man ain't got changing clothes. Fool got drunk, closed our door. Oh, black man ain't got changing clothes.
No lies, just bullshit.